Can you whistle?
No, not at all.
Damn, neither of us can whistle.
Not at all.
We can't even properly catcall.
It's embarrassing. Mine. I doo-wop. That's what I do. Doo-wop.
What is that?
Back how they used to, like, back in the 50s and, like, 40s, I think, like, snapping their fingers and singing to the girl. Like the Temptations. Have you ever heard of the Temptations?
Oh, okay. Like yeah.
A 5-dude band.
But you're saying you should get your bros, right?
Yeah.
Get 4 dudes.
Yeah, and dance
show up on her doorstep.
And
doo-wop.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you win a girl over.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 33 of Ruse Radio. What a special number.
A good number.
It is a special number. And who is with us today for that special number?
Luke. Luke BENSON, I guess. I don't really have a cool nickname.
Luke. Yeah. I was thinking, I wasn't sure if I should title this, like Taking All Bets or Luke BENSON. Because which are you?
Let's go with Luke.
Let's go with Luke?
Well, you never know which one you're getting, but today we're Luke.
I am Luke.
Yeah.
Who is Luke? Tell us about Luke.
Man, I'm just a cool dude. I don't really do too much, though. I just like to paint and make clothes and, like, hang out with my grandma and, shit. I'm trying to get into, like, having my own garden soon. That's coming soon. I'm reading books now. I used to hate books, so that's something new about me. I'm giving y'all new exclusive shit. Who knows? I've been getting back into my beat making mode, so you might hear Ruse on one of my beats soon. You never know. But other than that, man, I just like to chill, go and travel here and there. You feel me? But I don't advise you guys to do that right now. So
what kind of beats you making?
They're like spacey, like abstract.
Yeah.
It's not like specific to any genre. Except I do like to sample. I'm not gonna lie. I like to sample.
Sampling's a hard thing, right? Because when it comes to sampling, I've heard rappers talk smack about it, and I've heard, or like producers, I mean, and because the thing is, it's kind of like the base of hip hop. If you ask me, like it all starts with sampling.
Yeah.
So I think sampling's cool. I mean, you can't hate on it. What it really is being creative with the samples.
You can't just throw the sample on there. Like you gotta bring your own twist to it.
Yeah. Where do you get them from? What's your kind of
old records? Like something like you gotta have the vinyl out to really find these samples, man. Like Herb Alpert. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Just old music, like old instruments coming from like a 1950s record or some shit that like nobody will find.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
And is it like just how do you find them then? Is it your taste in music?
Yeah, it's like I'll just throw some guy on or some girl that I like and like just listen to them for a couple hours and then run it back, find those songs I really like, and then throw them onto the computer and start chopping up. Yeah. See, that's like, it's hard for me with beat making. That's always been like what I kind of suck at. Like I can do everything, but like I can make beats, but it's so hard for me to make a unique kind of like, not even unique, something that works as a hip hop song. Like it's hard to get them trap drums feeling right and just everything kind of sitting the right way. I used to be better at it. How do you kind of find your vibe with a beat? I go off what I like to hear. Like I really like to hear a Pharrell beat. I'm not on his level at all, but I love hearing Pharrell. Like Lord Fubu. I don't know if you heard of him.
It sounds so familiar. Is he on? I think does he put stuff on YouTube?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably stumbled on it.
Even like I don't know, just doing a lot of searching. I like stuff that like when somebody puts out like a whole tape of just instrumentals. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I like to just ride around and listen. Yeah. Ride around and listen to that forever. And like, I don't know. Just sometimes I don't really want to hear nobody talking. So I like those instrumentals that you can just ride around to. And like, you don't have to hear nobody singing on it or rapping on it. That's probably what I'm going for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, so you're just kind of making beat tape stuff. Do you throw it on your Taking All Bets SoundCloud?
Oh, damn. No, I don't. Not yet.
I got street knowledge,
bruh.
Damn.
You're good. Shit, I used to do that, yeah, like in 2016.
I always wondered what those songs were, though. I always wondered what it was that was going on there. If it was like stuff you curated from different people, or if it was...
Well, it started out as my own beats. I was making them for my friend. And
we realized we weren't in that bag yet. That's when I started collabing with other people and going and finding their songs and putting them out on the Tab SoundCloud. But that's crazy you said that.
I'm surprised that I remembered, to be honest with you.
I haven't posted nothing on there in years.
Probably like years.
That back. Yeah.
You should bring it back, though. The people need it.
I might do it.
And if you're saying you're making beats, where else is the better place to put them?
Man.
And you already got followers there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's already a little audience.
Yeah, there is.
I can't remember how many people. I feel like it's like 1,000. I might be lying. I might be lying. I might be talking you up. Let's look.
We'll go look.
So, okay, that's all beat making. We're talking beat making, but really, where the cheese is at when it comes to Luke Benson is the art. It's the fashion. I mean, what's popping right now?
Paintings, man. People want those paintings.
Yeah.
Which has it's like a lot of pressure, but it's super fun. That's what I've always I started out doing that, so it's like what I know best
is paintings.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to step up my skills, so it's like, sorry if you get your painting back in like 2 months, bro, but it's gonna be fire. Like, I'm working on like more realistic stuff because I really started out like cartoony, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on getting that realistic vibe in the painting.
So you're kind of trying to switch your art style up, because I know that you're. I wouldn't call it like non-realistic, but it's like you kind of. I wouldn't even call it like not even, because it seemed like you put a lot of work into it. I don't know how I would describe your art style
like
before.
Abstract, I guess.
Abstract, yeah.
But like now I want to get that realistic element and combine them.
How do you do that? How do you switch your style? Like, is it just studying?
Yeah, like you gotta really study. Like you gotta study your layers, because man, you might start out painting a person with one little layer. And back in the day, like I might have been alright with that. I might just left the dude one color, but now it's like you gotta, if they got like, I don't know, man. It's like, damn, you gotta really layer their face up and their skin and their clothes, so like they can have the wrinkles in the clothes and the different lights hitting it and everything. Same with the skin. Like you might have to throw some pink and some different colors you didn't even know you need to throw on.
That's funny. It's like video games nowadays. Like now they look so real that you realize all the stuff you didn't notice before.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Which is good. Yeah. Because you're just evolving, I guess.
Yeah. And photorealistic art is stuff that really blows my mind. I mean, honestly, when I see a painting or especially line art that looks photorealistic, I can't believe somebody had a pencil and they just drew all that.
I'm not doing that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much that goes into like realistic art because it's like what you're saying. It's all those little things that your brain. It's the uncanny valley thing. Like, I'm looking at this thing that's supposed to look real, but I can feel that there's something that's missing. But I don't know what it is, but you can feel it in your brain.
Those layers, man.
It's those layers. It's like an onion.
Yeah, exactly.
Shrek was right.
Yeah, Shrek. Shout out to Shrek.
Shout out to Shrek, dude. Shrek was right all along. Everything's got layers. He was right.
Turn him into a human. That shit scared me the first time. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I'm talking Shrek 1 all the way, okay? When we get into the sequels, we might have to fight a little bit.
Like Donkey had a baby. Come on.
I think there was a fourth one. With the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, the thing is, that actually is probably one of the best plot lines in the whole thing.
That is super dope.
Because I mean, they had a whole romance. The first movie, you're thinking as a kid, like, that doesn't even. I guess that works. And I just accepted it. And even now I accept it. I'm cool with that. If Donkey wants to be with a dragon, like,
fuck it.
It's Shrek, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
what do you expect?
What I really want is Shrek 5, and I'm not going to lie. I want Shrek to return to its glory. I want everything to be just as it was. I mean, if there's anything that we could use in 2021 to really, pipe the world up, another Shrek, and not just one of these bougie Shrek knockoffs where we're just doing another Shrek to do another Shrek, because that's what we've been doing. I'm saying Shrek 5, bring it back. Have him go back to the swamp, okay?
Make it live.
Make it live. Hey, did you see Shrek the Musical, though? It's on Netflix. It was.
I'm going to have to go watch that. I like
musicals. Now that's live. I laughed when I saw the picture because it's literally... I saw Shrek the Musical in person once in my life, so I've seen it twice now.
Was he on skates or something?
Dude, the funniest part was when Lord Farquaad came out on his knees.
What was he doing?
He was short, so they walked on his knees to be Lord Farquaad.
All right, that's fire.
But I mean, it was a great play. It really makes you realize all the musical opportunities that lie within Shrek.
Yeah, I never realized it.
I could never do a musical, dude. I did a play in high school, and there's just something so awkward to me about, like, busting into song.
Yeah.
What if we were talking right now and I just started singing at you?
I'll let you get it.
I bet you
I'll let
would.
you go until you're done.
I'd be Troy Bolton. I'd be Troy Bolton right now.
You should. You should do that to someone.
I should.
Yeah.
But like in conversational, like it has to make sense.
Yeah.
Like, let me just tell you about this thing.
That would fuck me up. I ain't gonna
Exactly.
lie.
It'd be so weird. Like
That shit would be
it would be cool, but at the same time, you'd be like, what the fuck is up with this dude? Like, is he cool? Is he all right?
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, you good?
You good? You watch too much Hamilton, bro. That's the thing. That's why I could never do musicals. It felt so like weird. But plays, I can act. That feels more.
Yeah.
I'm not busting into song.
I used to want to be an actor. That's what's so crazy.
I still do deep down.
Yeah,
I feel like I could do it.
Yeah, you got
Come
all
on,
the
y'all.
cameras, man.
Put a camera on me, baby.
Yeah.
I was just like, how do I film a movie myself? That's that.
Yeah.
It's so much work. I need
You gotta
humans.
set up the cameras nonstop.
Yeah, I do that for my own stuff already.
Yeah.
Like for a movie, and I'd have to. The other thing is I'd have to I need people to. I don't know if I can write a script. I feel like I would be like terrible at that. Be like, I walked over there and I picked up the thing and then.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Because it's like a script has to be written with emotional. Like if I'm just writing a movie, I would be like. I'd be like the guy goes to get drugs and then there's like guns and then there's a fight.
Yeah. That's probably what I would do too. Like,
So like the most simple elevated thing I could think of.
no quotes in there. It would just be like straight third person. Like dude walks up to homie hands him this.
Here's the idea for a movie I've had recently. I thought of this and I hope nobody steals it, but I'll say it on podcast.
All right.
So what it is, because I was thinking I have an attic, and what if there was somebody in my attic? What if that was the movie, right? It's like you realize the beginning of the movie could be you're just chilling. You introduce a couple issues with the person, they have their own kind of shit, and then there's this noise in the attic, and at first you think okay, it's nothing, but then at first act ends, boom, you realize there's a human in the attic above us right now, and so he's with us, and then we're like, what? And then we're thinking, okay, we're gonna go to the police. No, dude in the attic has dirt on you that was revealed in the first act, and he's like, no, you can't go to the police because then I'll tell them all about this, and I'll kill blah 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 or whatever you say. And now it's a horror movie, and the thing is, this works because you could do it with a few people in just one small setting.
I'm instantly killing the dude. Getting killed in the second scene.
But I'm thinking how do I even? Because even if that were a movie, you'd have to think of a situation in which someone in your attic could have dirt on you to where you couldn't go tell on them and you'd have to let them live in your attic. In what situation would that happen?
I'd be like, you can live up there. I'm not going up there.
Right.
I don't like attics.
But you have to do something terrible. You killed somebody 2 months ago and you keep talking about it on the phone and then the person in the attic knows and they'll tell on you. And so now you have a dilemma. Now you got a story in your movie.
There we go.
So I'm thinking that's gonna be Ruse's directorial debut.
Okay. Shit.
I'm gonna call it The Man in the Attic.
That's fire. That's giving away everything. But...
Yeah, I just gave away the whole. No, I mean I'm making half of this up, but the main part of the story that I just laid out, that was already in my brain. The rest I just came up with. So I mean, we can go anywhere with this.
I like that.
But if somebody's gonna steal it, I want my credit. I want my credit. I'm the only person that ever came up with a movie about somebody being in the attic.
Yeah, they're gonna be based on a podcast. Bring up from Ruse.
You know what I heard though is I could do it as a podcast as a thing where it's and make it a movie as a podcast. Because I heard people say, if you want to make a TV show, you make it a podcast first, and then people see your podcast, and then they'll make it a TV show. I didn't know this. This is a Hollywood secret. That's what they say.
Yeah, well, shit.
So maybe I should just do The Man in the Attic, the podcast.
Okay.
And you could play a character. You could be the neighbor.
All right, I will. Let's do it.
What the fuck's going on over there?
I hear some shit out there, bro. I'll tell you. I think you got someone in your attic.
I think you got someone in your attic. Just straight up say it.
Yeah.
So
you're like, oh, man.
Oh, what else? What else can I ask you about? You are always traveling. You're always traveling.
Yeah.
And I feel like the people kind of need to know, at least because I feel like a lot of people,
they don't realize the opportunity that lies outside of the location that they are within. So why is it that you travel so much?
That's one of the reasons right there is more opportunity, linking with people, networking with more people. That maybe you met someone online from a different town and now you guys are cool. Talk to them more and like go set up a pop-up shop in their town or something. That's always fun. And then you get to just keep coming back and meet more people. And then you're just expanding in that city. But I also like to just, man, it just feels good to get out of your town, bro. I just like to go see new places. It's like, it's good for new inspiration. It's good for like getting your mind right sometimes. Unless you just got some shit back home and you're just going on a trip real quick. You're be dealing with that shit back home. So figure that out first before you go.
Yeah.
Figure that out. You can just go enjoy yourself, man. You'll probably come back with all types of new inspiration. You might meet some people. You might move to that city. So like I'm looking into moving into Brooklyn soon. So that's gonna be crazy. Coming soon.
Ask her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that boy is just itching over there. For all those listening, I tried to stop him. There's your record. I was being nice. I was letting him in. Why are you moving to Brooklyn, though? What is it about Brooklyn?
I just love Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's where I went last year. And there's just lots of art there. There's lots of hella people. I like being surrounded by people. I like the subway system. I hate driving. I like being right by, like, the city. Because Brooklyn's right by Manhattan.
Yeah.
And Manhattan's just crazy with the art scene and like the graffiti. There's so much graffiti in Brooklyn. I love that shit. It feels like you're at home there, man. And a lot of food. The chopped cheeses in Brooklyn, bro. If you go to Brooklyn, get a chopped cheese.
You said chopped cheese.
Yes.
What is chopped cheese?
It's like a sandwich, bro. It's like, if you guys ever been to Big John's and had that cheeseburger sub, it's like that, but in sandwich form. Fire.
That sounds delicious.
Fire. Yeah.
That exists?
Yeah.
Is it like hot? Do they melt it?
Yeah, it's super hot. It's like $5, I think. It's super cheap. It's like, bro, it's a good sandwich though. It's like, wow. Yeah,
like
good
the
as hell.
size of your face almost.
Shit,
We're getting
not that
there.
big.
Like half a face.
Yeah,
half a face.
Yeah.
You get two of them. You get a whole face.
Exactly. I got a big head, so maybe yeah. Fight.
So maybe someone else's head it would be like 3/4.
Your whole face. Yeah.
Man, I'm missing out. I have not traveled enough. I have not experienced all of these things.
Should.
I know. What are some? So is that a place you'd recommend? Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah, definitely.
Where else?
Go get you a B&B.
Cali. Would you recommend Cali?
Cali's cool. I recommend if you go out there. LA, everybody goes straight to LA.
Yeah.
But I really like San Francisco, bro.
Why is that?
I didn't know Alcatraz was out there. That shit was kind of creepy. That was kind of scary.
Oh, when you saw it for the first time, you're like, wait, what is that?
I said, what is that? I thought it was just...
That's Alcatraz. See that prisoner? He's just swimming over right now.
Exactly. So that threw me off. And I was like, what else do they have, man? Like, then you get into the city. And San Francisco is just so crazy. Everything's like going uphill.
Yeah.
Everything's like stacked up. So there's like hella shit on one block just stacked up on top of each other. Just hella stores and restaurants and people.
That seems like how New York is too.
Yeah.
Just everything everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, because I like Cali, Chicago. All those are just like big cities. But I even like Canada. Canada's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like someone like me is weird because I feel like my brain is like more like that. Just get it done, have this stuff going on around me. But at the same time, I would be overwhelmed with all these characters all the time.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know, in a small town, you at least get this like sense of like individualism. Like we're all just a person. We're all like, you know, we're all cool. But then you go in a city, you're like, I don't matter.
Man, that's how it was in Hollywood.
It grounds you.
Yeah, because everyone's dressed up like cartoons out there and shit. I'm like, what's going on, bro?
What is this?
It's kind of crazy.
It's like you stepped off a spaceship and you're like, where am I right now?
But I like that. I like being thrown into like a whole new world.
I like that that people are more expressive too, because like people really be. I think it's just, you know, like the environment that an area like this creates, like it makes it hard to just chill all the time.
Right, yeah.
Like people don't even realize like that they ain't chill. They just ain't chill.
Always on the move.
A perpetual non-chill.
Yeah.
It never ends. It's hard to escape that non-chill.
Make time to chill.
You do. For me, chilling comes through humans, though. If I'm with a human, it's so much easier to chill because I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's cool.
Oh, I'm the opposite. If I get with someone, I'm trying to go crazy. Yeah.
Like it perpetuates that. It's like,
we're about to wild out.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's funny.
When I'm by myself, it's like, okay, maybe I should just take a minute, man.
Okay, but I'm a little bit like that, like because it's more meditative, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like when I'm with somebody, it's like my sense of like I don't know, just like getting shit done. Like that's what I mean. It's more there rather than. So I guess we're saying the same thing, really.
Yeah, I agree with you on that too. So I don't
like
know.
when I'm alone, it's like I can just sit there. But when I'm with somebody, it's like, oh shit, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Because I'm just naturally, I'm like pushing off of them. Like, let's go, let's do something. And one thing I think is cool about people like us who create, because Evil Rico is the person who kind of like made me realize this. I think it was something that he said to me. But it's like when you're with people and you get this like kind of natural sense of like we're not just chilling, because like when you're kids, that's what you always do. You just hang out, you like do whatever you're gonna do, you smoke weed, you like play video games, whatever you do, watch TV, you're just hanging out.
Right.
Watch YouTube videos, whatever you're doing. But then like later on in life, you start to get too busy, and now it's like, what are we doing when we're chilling? Because if we're just chilling and we're just sitting here doing those same things, it's like we're not moving anywhere. And that's kind of where that comes from for me. It's like I like being with someone and actually getting, like, even this, like, we're just talking, but at least it's like something that's a piece of something that I can put out there rather than us just talking, because then we just lose it.
Yeah,
you know?
That's facts.
So I like just taking that stuff and making something out of it. Because otherwise it's like we ain't moving nowhere. Yeah, that's kind of where it comes from for me. That's why I say, though, maybe that city environment, maybe that would work. Yeah. Maybe that'd be cool, because then everybody's always on the move. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can't help it. I just I'm never satisfied.
Where are you trying to go?
Hey, where am I trying to go?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
If Ruse hits the train or the bus or whatever.
I like the way you asked that. For me, I think that the ultimate destination is to affect the most people in a positive way that I can. And for me, I don't even think affecting someone in a positive way has to be them taking what I said positively. Like maybe even thinking about what I said in a critical way.
Oh, yeah.
And you learn something from that about yourself. I don't care. Like as long as I inspire thought in people, I think that's the ultimate goal. And the more people I can affect, the more people that, you know, more of a success that I've had. I mean, that's what it's ultimately about for me. You know, when I see people say things like just any comment of substance about something that I did, like that is fulfilling.
Yeah.
Way more than like just someone just saying, good job. Like,
I would say someone could completely shit on me, and I'll be like, I might be mad at first, but I might sit there and be like, let me think about that.
Well, you realize they're talking about you.
Yeah.
They're talking about you.
I'm like,
and that means that you're affecting them somehow. And they say usually someone's reaction to you is, I mean, either you really did something, or it's like something within them that got triggered within them. Like they saw something you said, and it's like, it's this thing called your shadow self. It's like an ego thing I just heard about, where like when you see something and it affects you in that way, it's really your shadow self. It's like when you hate gay people, but really a lot of the time it's that you have these pent up like feelings about being gay. Like it's something of, like, it's not saying you're gay, but it's like you have emotions about it. You know, if you say, I hate gay people all the time, and you're really homophobic, usually those people have some issues that they have to deal with.
Right.
And that's really what it is. So it's like when people are haters, really it's usually that they have a lot of hate in their brain. Like that's all it is. They
Shout
can't.
out to the gay people too, man.
Shout out to the gay people. I love gay people.
I love y'all, man.
I love y'all. Y'all are great, dog.
Yeah.
Chill with me. You guys are so nice.
Yeah, man.
You guys are nicer than the non-gay people. Non-gay people always trying to fuck. You know what's weird though? Gay people, I've noticed I think this is what women go through, because I've had a guy hit on me before, aggressively. And I don't know if this is like a masculine thing, but I think this is what it is. It's like it's the masculine or the feminine thing. Because this guy, I was working at the drive-thru, and he messaged me once saying I was cute. But then he would I used to send links to to people. Like I would just send my links to people. Bro, he said like, don't send me a link unless you naked next time.
Ooh.
Yeah, like what? Like, bro,
He got straight to
And
it.
now I understand what women go through.
Right. That's wild.
Because women won't do that to you most of the time.
Right.
But a gay guy will do that to you.
Yeah. I've never had that happen. That's wild.
I was like taken aback. And it kept happening. I kept like sending my links just to see. That's what I kept getting. Stuff like that.
At least he kept it real.
I felt like a little harassed. I felt it. Like I was like, this is what it is. This is what it is. I just want to talk. I just want you to watch my videos.
He's like, no.
I feel objectified.
Nah.
He's like, nah. Come here, baby.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing. He's trying to pull game on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Run game on me. So you know how it is. You know how it is. I had to keep it real. I just kept sending him my links. I was nice. I mean, I never hated on it. Because the thing is, I respect the grind.
Yeah. He's out here getting it.
He's out here getting it.
Shit.
The thing is, now I get it. I really think, like, because, dude, a bro, a homie, like that, even when I talk to dudes, it's so weird sometimes the way that they, like, you can't approach a girl like that. You just can't do it. That don't work.
Oh, no, she ain't letting you get nowhere.
No, I mean, maybe she will, but that ain't the girl you want, dog. Like, you can't approach a girl like that. You can't be like, hey, baby, like, you big mama, like, just say something stupid as hell. Like, that cannot be the opening statement. It can't be. Or, like, saying, I want to see you naked, or, like talk about their ass on their recent profile picture. Girls post these things all the time. Like, I know this happens. I've never experienced it because I'm a dude. Like, it's the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, bro, I don't even know what I'm going to start with, but it ain't that. It ain't that.
No, I'm usually trying to come off kind of slick.
Yeah, exactly. You want to say something funny. You want to get them with humor.
Exactly.
You want to like depreciate things. Be like, yeah, I'm stupid.
That's a good little intro.
Girl, you know me. I'm stupid.
Like, she don't know you at all yet. Like, that's funny.
Hey, baby. What's up? I don't know how to wash my dishes, baby.
Man.
Marry me.
She
Deep down, they're like, oh, he needs help.
Right. I'm teaching how to wash some dishes tonight.
I love that guy. He seems cute. He seems like he, rather than, hey, baby, little mama, I can't even whistle. Can you whistle?
No, not at all.
Damn, neither of us can whistle.
Not at all.
Can't even properly catcall.
It's embarrassing. Mine. I do-wop. That's what I do. Do-wop.
What is that?
Back how they used to, like, back in the 50s and like 40s, I think, like, snapping their fingers and singing to the girl. You gotta snap your fingers if you can't whistle.
Throw me a doo-wop. I gotta hear it. No, you can't do it.
There's gotta be.
I can't even imagine what that is, dog. Is it like you're seeing a girl over there?
I sure have heard it. I'll tell you what. Yeah,
I've heard someone doo-wop a girl before.
Like the Temptations. Have you ever heard of the Temptations?
Oh, well, okay.
Like
Yeah.
A 5-dude band.
But you're saying you should get your bros, right?
Yeah.
Get 4 dudes.
Yeah, and dance
show up
for
on
you.
her doorstep.
And
Doo-wop.
sing. Yes.
Yeah, that's how you win a girl over.
Yeah.
And you know,
like,
people will say you're kidding. People will say that you're just saying that, but no. You're serious. You're serious. Because that would seriously, if someone did that for me, I'd be like, what? What?
Nowadays, I don't know. They might pull the camera out on your ass.
They would. I probably would. Dude.
I'd be
I'd be
embarrassed.
like, I gotta get this.
But no, I've always wanted to just walk up on a girl and start dancing on her like Chris Brown.
I want to be like the guy.
Excuse me, man.
Dude, that's a great idea, though.
That is fire.
I never thought of that. Rather than like being like absurd.
Yeah.
Like you just come up, you get your bros, they start going, ooh.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
And then you come in.
Right there.
Yeah, I know. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then you come in like, my little darling, my little baby.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the hell?
Yeah, she would love that shit. I'm telling you, go do what for a girl today.
You gotta go all out if you're that solo vocalist.
Yeah.
Because you heard me. You gotta be like, you gotta use that.
I'm just in the background trying to hum.
Oh, you want to be that classy guy.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. No,
and then you step out from the back with the flowers.
How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
Yeah, no.
Guess you organized this right here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
man. Okay, so Luke Benson's right, and I want to make this a movement right here. So let's solidify this.
Okay.
Men, stop catcalling women. Stop trying to disrespect.
Yeah.
You know what you really need to do? You know what you really need to do? Get your bros. Learn yourself a ditto, a little ditty. Show up.
Yeah.
And sing a tune.
Fire.
Do it however you need to do it. I mean, hey, we got Zoom if you got to do that. If you're a little anxious,
yeah,
you can film it first and send it over. You don't got to do it live.
Practice,
bro.
Yes.
Practice makes perfect.
Get with the homies like you're in a band and practice.
And you know the homies are going to disrespect. They're going to hate at first. But the thing is, you got to convince them. You got to be like, bro, 50. And I'll give you 50.
Yeah. Pay the homies off. Yes, sir.
And then they'll be like, all right, I wear a suit. I wear a suit.
Yeah. You got to have some nice clothes on, too, man.
Oh, yeah. If you're doing a doo-wop and you show up in street clothes, you already messed up. Yeah. You already ruined it. Yeah. Come up in some you have to be wearing a tux or a suit or something. Like,
you gotta go all out for sure.
Like, come on, guys. Like, we're taking it back. You know, this is actually something I've been thinking about lately, and I'm happy that we got kind of onto this. I think that there is an energy of the old music and old performers that is so lost nowadays.
Yeah.
And it is something that I try to bring back with what I do. I try to cover certain older songs. I really consider myself a performer first. And when I look at older performers, that's what you see a lot of the time. Like with like somebody like I've been looking at Judy Garland lately. It's crazy.
Fire.
Ricky Martin's awesome.
Okay.
Who's the main guy that I like a bunch though? Everybody knows him. Frank Sinatra, duh. But Frank Sinatra is the shit. And, like, it's his whole energy. It's his performance.
And he was in the mob or some shit.
Yeah. Well, and then you got a whole plethora of stories about him.
So.
But, like, it's the whole aura around somebody like that. And I try to, like, if there's anything I try to do, it's, like, take what that energy was. And there's not that. It's just not around anymore. You don't got, like, that. Not even like, I'm not talking like superstars or anything like that. I mean, the actual energy of the performers was just different. They would go on a stage and they would put their entire soul into everything. Like Sinatra, the way he sang, it's so like soulful. And it blows my mind.
He was a beast.
He was just very in touch with himself, I feel like. You know, and that's what makes it so swaggy.
Right. He walked out, he knows he's about to just
he
go
knows.
So hard.
You can't even say a word.
You can't even hate on him.
You can't hate.
He don't care. He's like,
I think that's like why Logic does all that young Sinatra stuff. Because it's like he's the coolest dude. Like everybody wants to be Frank Sinatra. Deep down, that's who if I could just be him, like the modern Frank Sinatra, I'd be done. That's the goal. That's the goal right there. That's my real answer.
That's attainable.
I will be the modern Frank Sinatra.
Okay, do it.
And if I do that, then I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to hang up my hat.
Man, he was crazy. Like, he was doing movies. I was just watching a movie the other day, and he popped up in it. And I was like,
what movie was it?
I don't remember, bro.
You must be watching classic movies.
It was like a black and white movie, so I do not remember.
He's in a lot of classic films, though, like really good stuff.
I don't think he was ever in like a colored film. If
no?
he was, I gotta know. He might have been. Shit.
Let me think. He was. He had to have been. All right, maybe I'm talking about colored versions of movies, though. There was that New York movie that he was in with, what's his name? The other guy singer that was really big back then. Because there was Frank something. Or not,
Another Frank?
Another Frank, maybe, yeah.
Shit.
But I know that kind of used to be the thing back then, is they would be like, they would sing, they would act, like they would do everything.
Yeah.
And they would dance.
Right.
Like that was what they were known for, is doing everything. And so like I wish that there was more of that, where it's like, I think you kind of have that too, where you're not just focusing in one area. You're kind of trying to spread your wings into all these different things. Yeah. Like we opened this with you talking about beat making, which is a whole different thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's just like I like to think of it as a mountain of art that you're building, and eventually it will all resemble something. But like it's always just adding to that mountain. Whatever piece of art it is. It could be a podcast. By the way, I'm going to say it right here because I didn't say it earlier. You said you wanted to start a podcast? Talking All Bets. Talking All Bets.
Hey.
Yep. Trademarked by Ruse. I'm just kidding. Steal it.
Okay.
Because, like, what else would you name it? I don't know. Talking All Bets is, like...
Spot on.
It's right there.
Yeah.
it's right there. You just put an L.
Yeah.
I mean, one L. That's all you need.
That's fire. I should do that.
You need to start a podcast, dog. I feel like, you know, what kind of stuff would you talk about if you were doing a podcast?
Man. What would I talk about? I'd probably just talk about, like, the everyday stuff that I like to check up on. Like, I don't know. I do a lot of reading now. So, like, I'd probably just start talking about, like, fucking, like, Reader's Digest type shit, man. I'd be everywhere with it. I'd be talking about, like, plants. I'd be talking about music. I'd be all over for sure. it'd be so many topics in one podcast.
Would it be like a
like
topical thing, you think? Like just like bringing up stuff you're thinking about?
Probably, yeah.
Because
it's
like...
hard. I can't even explain it,
Well,
bro.
it's hard for me to even have like a certain, like, narrow it down. Like, I just call it a conversational thing because like it's hard for me to figure out what I would call it exactly. You know, like I'm sure you're just saying, you really just want to share your stream of thoughts is really all it is.
Yeah.
But it's hard to like figure out how to do that in a way that makes sense. Like it's digestible.
Yeah,
right?
I'd be all over it. My shit would make no sense.
Exactly. That's what's so hard. Dude, you have no idea how, because I've done interviews, so I have a little bit of experience. I'm cheating. Because at first I was way worse at it, and I'm still learning. Like, one thing you learn is like, you learn more when you're listening. So you have to like try to not always put yourself onto things, like jump on it. Like always, like with podcasts, I mean, you don't want to interject as much because you realize through doing them, like it trains that conversational thing. You want to listen and wait for them and then be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then move because it's like you get more from that. But it's like stuff like that. You pick up on these things along the way and it makes you better. Because like with interviews, it's the same thing. It's like you have to listen to everything they're saying and then like pick up, like, because sometimes with an interview, you'll hear something they said. And if you don't move on that, because I've watched interviews back and been like, oh, because I could have taken what they said. And this is a really good tip. You take what they say and then you like, you can see that they want to talk about it more. So you just ask about the thing that they said. Right. And then they'll keep going. And then you get more. Like you wouldn't get more if you just talked about something else. Yeah. So it's like, if you say also who, what, when, where, why questions are great. Because then people be like, all of a sudden have to say more. Yeah, it's like shit like that, man. Because it's like, it's hard when you're just letting your brain fly. You kind of have to train it to like stay in one zone for a little bit and then move to this next zone and then move to this. Because it's hard to do that. And I know how it is. I got ADHD like a mofo. I'm all over the place just like you. Yeah. So it's not easy. I know how it is.
Yeah. My podcast would probably be like 8 hours long. I'd just be talking, bro.
Think of the watch time. People be like, oh my God, Luke Benson all day, dog.
Yeah. All day. 24
Drop 3 times a week.
24 hours a day, 3 times a week. Yes, sir.
Dude, just stream if you're doing that. Just stream. Literally, you would be the guy. I bet you could. Just like pop your camera on and start doing those live streams where you just walk around.
Yeah.
I watched you on a live on Facebook where you walked up to some ducks and started talking smack.
Did I? Oh my.
You said
man.
You saw ducks and you started like questioning where they came from because they were wild ducks outside. This was recent. This was like just a week or 2 ago. Oh, and then you started saying like where are all these ducks coming from? And then you started narrating the situation about the ducks. And I thought,
Miami,
yeah, it was Miami. And I thought like, man, this is great content right here.
Because they did pop up out of nowhere. That shit is weird.
I was just watching your live and then I saw ducks.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, bro. Right. I think it was
we got ducks out here, bro.
There was ducks in one spot, and then I walked further.
One ran at you,
and there was like roosters popping up, like on top of people's cars and shit. I'm like, bro,
that's Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Miami. You walk around Miami for too long, you'll start seeing roosters on cars.
Right downtown.
Right. That was by the beach.
Yeah, it was. It was right by Hard Rock.
I saw that you were walking like. Is that normal? Is that like a normal experience there?
The ducks being at the beach, but the roosters threw me off. And especially being in Miami.
Yeah.
And roosters are like a farm animal, and they're cock-a-doodle-doodling and shit. Like top of the
They're being
morning.
Loud.
Yeah.
They must have got. I think they escaped.
Yeah.
They probably escaped.
I don't know where they came from.
Because they were aggressive.
Yeah. They're not letting me come up to them. They're like, bro, stay back for real. So you gotta be careful. You gotta let the animals live in their element too, man.
Yeah, man. You do.
They're gonna whoop your ass. And
they will.
Ducks are furious. All animals, bro. They got that side to them.
I agree with you. Gorillas. Like, I mean,
messing with them.
I'm. It's a joke at this point because Joe Rogan has talked about gorillas so many times. But like, there are some clips that I've learned some things about gorillas on his podcast. There was this gorilla, and I won't get too far into it, but it lived at a zoo, so they're all in captivity. And they're all regularly pretty good. Yeah. And then you have this guy, it was this gorilla's birthday, he brings in a cake, and he gives it to one of the gorillas. Okay. So he gives the gorilla a cake, and then he goes to, like, leave. I'm not sure when it happened, if he came back or whatever.
The other gorillas mutilate him. Like, they destroyed him. They tore off his wiener. A million things.
Oh, hell no.
I'm for real. They did all this.
He survived?
He survived, which is almost worse.
Just kill me.
Yeah. And then, why do they do it? Because gorillas are, like, so, like, the way they think about things. They were so mad that guy gave that gorilla that piece of cake and not them, that they wanted to destroy him and send a message. Like, that's how animalistic, like, it is. That primal urge to, like, just fuck you up.
You didn't feed me? Like, bro, you should have brought a cake for all of them.
Bro, I got opposable thumbs. I will destroy you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're thinking.
And they're way stronger. You fucked up. You should have brought 10 cakes. Can you
imagine getting attacked by gorillas? Oh, my God.
I wouldn't even went in there. I would have threw the cake through the fence or something.
And the thing about... Yeah, right. Here you go. Happy birthday.
Yeah, just keep it going.
They would hate you from afar. They'd wait for their moment.
Oh, they're going to memorize you.
They would remember. Because that's the thing. Like, they're so primal about it. They ain't even trying to kill him. They didn't want to kill him. They wanted to destroy him.
They send a message out to everyone else.
That is crazy, dude. Like, that's how animals can think. Like, they ain't even just attacking. They're like, no, I'm gonna ruin your life. Yeah. I'm gonna ruin your whole life.
It's like, I keep seeing stuff about kangaroos on, like, Twitter and shit.
Oh, no.
You don't even want to know about it.
I see those pictures of the super buff kangaroos.
They box people.
Oh, no. People really do that?
Lean on their tail and, like, stand up on their tail and drop kick you.
Like Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah. Just like Kangaroo Jack.
But scarier.
Yeah.
This is real.
And Kangaroo Jack was kind of fly. He had a hoodie on and shit.
Kangaroo Jack I can chill with.
Didn't he run off with some money or something? I think I just watched Kangaroo Jack. That movie was so fired.
I'm going to add to this. If there's anything that the world needs right now, it's Kangaroo Jack 2. Shrek 5, Kangaroo Jack 2. Let's bring it back.
Let's get a sequel to everything.
Let's get a sequel to every single classic movie right now. And I mean this. Everybody's saying no more sequels. I'm saying, all the sequels. Bring them all back.
Like, what about the Star Wars sequels? All those are fired.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Mandalorian.
I haven't seen a whole bunch of the Star Wars. I'm gonna be real. I haven't seen any Star Wars. That's why I haven't watched them.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm just like keeping my virginity until I'm ready to watch all of it.
Well, a lot of people don't like the new ones, like the Disney ones.
And that's one reason I'm hesitant. I even heard like the prequels. People hate on those, so it's like, oh, I'm just gonna. And I've heard too much. I'm too influenced. I'll watch it and I'll be like, I'm thinking about it now, because I'm easily entertained. Right. You can just throw a movie on, and as long as I get distracted by it, I'm like, okay, cool. These people are people, and this stuff is happening.
Yeah,
I'm easily entertained. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the new ones though. I like the
Mandalorian. I heard there's a really cool new episode in the last. How they ended it.
Don't even tell me.
Oh, so you don't know?
No, I'm only on like episode 7.
I don't know either. I'll just tell you that the way they ended it, I saw Star Wars fans saying like this is like the most true to the original Star Wars than anything they've been doing recently.
Now you got me thinking.
And I know that there's a bit of CGI involved. That's all I can say.
CGI.
They do CGI stuff. But don't they do CGI stuff on everything?
Yeah.
So that's not much.
CGI is pretty fire.
I mean, fucking Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is CGI.
Yeah, I mean, Yoda's definitely in there. He's in like every episode. Super fire.
Respect to Baby. Shout out Baby Yoda. Shout out Shrek.
He doesn't talk. I thought Baby Yoda would for sure still be talking like super smart and like.
He's not there yet.
No.
He's a baby.
I had him all figured out wrong. But shout out to Yoda.
I think it's cool as long as they do it right, the world building stuff, because it's like the whole crux of making a sequel or a prequel is that you're building on the world, especially a prequel, is you're building on the world, but you don't want to detract from the original thing to where it's like, I don't even want to connect them.
Right.
Like, as long as it feels like it's in the same vein, then it's totally awesome. I think the newer season they did of Beavis and Butthead years ago was great. I wish they would bring that show back so bad.
They made a new season?
They did like in like 2010. When I say a few years ago, I mean like 2012, 2010.
Yeah.
But that was like compared to the 90s. Okay. And it was like the same show. And nobody really watched it, so they canceled it again.
Damn.
But it's like, bro, they brought back Beavis and Butthead.
I wish they'd bring back Freaks and Geeks. You know, everybody's in like their 40s now.
You could do it. Or at least a reunion movie.
Right.
Like
a reunion movie.
Yeah, because like, dude, all those people are like, what's cool about it is a few of them aren't recognizable, but most of them are. So like Linda Cardinelli, I think, like she was she was the girl on on Scooby-Doo, which I didn't know for the longest. She was Velma. Yeah. I did not know until I placed it.
Scooby after that. I was like, oh shit.
For real. And I was like, that's freaking Freaks and Geeks girl.
I love Linda.
And like the way that show ended was so like heartwarming. It sucks that they didn't do more with the whole James Franco playing D&D.
Yeah.
That was so good.
I know. And then what's your
Spoilers.
Name? Left. Yeah, damn. You guys should have seen it.
It's okay. Now. That's barely as watch the show.
That's from like the 90s.
Watch the show.
If you haven't seen it by now.
By the way, I'm going to bring this up.
Oh, yeah.
You went on Facebook and you spoiled spoiled a movie. Do you know what movie it is? I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out.
I know what it is too. I know what it is.
It was a good ass movie and you spoiled it.
What's that shit called? Uncut Gems?
You spoiled Uncut Gems.
Bro, I didn't realize what I was doing at the moment.
I bet you didn't. I've already seen it, so I thought I was okay.
I hate people that spoil movies, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, the formal apology from Luke Benson. That's funny.
I was really shocked. I'm not even going to say what I said. No.
You're not even going to re-spoil it.
I'm not going to re-spoil it. But
don't do it.
Go watch Uncut Gems.
I will say that when I saw that, I was like, he's right.
Yeah,
because if I hadn't seen the movie, I would have went, I would have had to wash my eyes out with bleach.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it.
Bro, that fucked me up.
Spoilers mess me up, dude.
I talked about it for like 3 days, too, with the homies, like.
And they're all like, yeah, I know, bro. I know.
They made fun of me. They're like, why are you so upset about it?
That movie was so... Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm getting to...
I made a whole podcast that was a review of that movie.
Oh. We can talk about it.
Probably. I did a whole... Okay, so for here until like 5 or 10 minutes from now, we're going to be talking about Uncut Gems, so be careful.
Yeah.
All right, so that movie, I made a whole podcast. What's so cool about it is the way that they build up, like the way that they build up everything. I mean, like the Safdie Bros. I don't know if you saw their movie before that. It's with Robert Pattinson and it's called Good Time. It's also on Netflix.
Okay.
But that movie is the same thing, but it's just not quite what Uncut Gems is. Like the whole energy is the same.
Yeah.
But they hadn't hit that like breaking point that they hit in Uncut Gems. Cause dude, that movie is so. I saw that in the movie theater, and I gotta watch it again. Like you're getting me excited.
I was so happy for him. I'm like,
for Adam Sandler himself. Yeah, cause
when it finally happened.
Okay. So here we'll get to that now.
Okay.
The way that they do that, cause that's what's so freaking cool. The whole movie. There's never a point where it slows down. Like the whole time, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, dude, why do you keep fucking up? Like, you got Kevin Garnett in the room. You got what's his name? His friend.
Those weren't even actors. Those were the random people that they brought in for the movie. Can you believe?
Really?
Oh, you're talking about the one guy though that was working with him with the dreads.
He was in the Atlanta show and stuff.
Yeah, that guy. Cause he's like the only other actor other than Adam Sandler in the movie.
I didn't know everybody else was random. That's why.
That's what's also so crazy. These guys are like freaking mad geniuses because like the energy in the movie is so legit. The sound design's amazing.
Yeah.
Everything feels like it's so chaotic, but you still know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 parts of the movie that really get me. 3. The one part is when the door can't open.
Oh.
Literally, that's it. That's all that's happening. But the fact that he can't get the door open and Kevin Garnett's on the other side and he's about to give him the goddamn... he's about to give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been over. But no. Because he can't get the door open. Then he says, I'm going to leave. I'm going to come back later. Like, or whatever it was. But then he locked the door. Then he locks the door and you're like, no. Because it's just so much worse now. And I think that's after he had talked to the one dude, because the other moment I was going to talk about is when he's talking, this is how I win. That whole speech.
Oh, yeah.
That's like Adam Sandler at his prime right there, if you ask me.
Adam Sandler's the GOAT.
He is such a good actor, he just doesn't care. That's the thing. He just makes all these joke movies because he don't care.
All right. My favorite movie wasn't even a real one. It was that cartoon movie he did, 8 Crazy Nights or whatever. Have you seen that?
That's one of his old... He has some classics, though. That's when Adam Sandler really made his name.
Right.
That movie, what are the other 2? The one where he's back at school... Yeah. Hurry up, Junior, whatever that is. I forget whatever it is. The list. Happy Madison was the golfing one. But I'm talking...
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
I just mixed up both of them.
fucked me up. I'm like, wait.
Billy Madison.
That used to happen to me too. I'd forget like both of the names and mix them up.
But those are like the classics. Oh, and what's that one movie where Lil Nicky?
God, man. If you haven't seen Lil Nicky, you gotta see that.
Lil Nicky is like Adam Sandler. I don't think I've ever seen him in that way in any other movie.
That was crazy.
So like, you can hate on the Sandman all you want, but really you're just jealous, and
right.
it's your shadow self coming out, and you just need to look at yourself.
I don't think. Yeah, you gotta go figure yourself out if you don't like.
If you're hating on the Sandman,
yeah, because he's hard, and he can play basketball in real life.
Are you kidding me?
He's a hooper.
Have you heard him sing? Have you heard his songs?
Oh, I have.
He did that one comedy special where he just sang.
That's fire.
And he's like good at it. He's in The Wedding Singer. He did a whole thing in that movie.
I did not know that. The Wedding Singer. I don't think I've seen that one.
That's one of his classics as well. Man, I could praise Adam Sandler all day.
You know every movie.
I know every single one. Obviously, the best is Jack and Jill. We're not gonna lie.
Jack and Jill. I haven't seen that one.
That's where. I mean, I'm being sarcastic. That one's the classic. Okay, that one's got him, and he's playing his twin sister, and it's one of his more recent movies. So it's when he got in his bag. He's just making movies to make movies.
Oh yeah, and then he did that one with all his homies.
Oh, well, there's two of those, Grown Ups.
Grown Ups. There's a second one?
Grown Ups 2, yeah. With Zac Efron. Zac Efron, all the boys. It's got all the boys.
See, I gotta go watch all. I went through a phase.
I'm surprised that I have all this knowledge about Adam Sandler films. I probably don't know it. There's probably some Adam Sandler super fan out there that's like, this fucking loser. Doesn't know anything.
About these movies.
There's this girl that I know, and I'm not going to tell you her name. I'm not going to call her out like that. But she had a crush on Adam Sandler when she was little, and I tease her about it all the time. Anytime I see any like funny picture of Adam Sandler, I'm like, oh, okay. I just send it over.
Did you see that one page? There's a page where there's a bunch of dudes that look just like Adam Sandler.
Really?
Sandler.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to send that to her.
It's wild.
Send it to her.
There's a hell of fake Adam Sandlers in the world. Bro.
Well, the other thing that she did to me recently, or she posted on Facebook, she posted a picture of Adam Sandler, and he was looking all like suave in his 20s. She was like, to everybody who ever hated on me liking Adam Sandler.
Oh, man.
It was on her Instagram story. But yeah, and that was targeted at me. Because I'm the one who hates on it.
Adam Sandler, man.
He's kind of, like, when I think about it, maybe he is kind of like a babe. Maybe Adam Sandler in the 20s when he was skinny and was just like, nowadays he's just like a man. He's like an old man. But I bet you Adam Sandler in the 20s, he was freaking, oh, man, he was probably the homie. If you weren't with the Sandman, you're probably missing out.
Right.
That's what I think. I think okay. So my last podcast, or one of them, with Jackman Raps, I shouted out Tommy Wiseau, and I asked him, please meet me, do a podcast with me. So right here, we're going to do another one. We're going to say, Adam Sandler, please. Yeah. Me and Luke Benson want to meet you so bad.
Yeah.
Here, can you make a testimony? Can you shout out the Sandman?
Man, what up, Adam? Come through,
Adam.
Yes.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? Tell him.
My favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Tell him, not me. Tell Adam.
Hey, Adam, the best movie you ever made was probably, I'm not going to lie, Uncut Gems.
I have to agree. But then I haven't seen the other movie of his that's directed by that guy with the 3 names. He also directed The Master.
I'm
names? Forgetting. Yeah, he's got 3 names.
Damn.
He directed The Master. I think it's Paul Thomas Anderson. And he directed this movie with Adam Sandler. And it's really, really Happy Drunk Love. Something like that.
Okay.
It's like Punch Drunk Love. People say that movie is like one of Adam Sandler's best, and I still haven't seen it. So Adam, don't listen to me, but Uncut Gems is my favorite right now.
Yeah, that shit was fire, dude.
And please, Adam, I love you, and I'll give you hugs. I mean, maybe virtual hugs if that's what you're into. I don't care. Let's get down dirty. Throw me in a movie. I love you, Sam.
That one movie you were talking about.
You could be in my attic. Adam, you could be the guy in the attic, Adam Sandler.
In the attic for sure.
Can you imagine? That would be so good if not only I made my first movie, but the person in the attic was some like famous person like Adam Sandler.
All right.
So it's like a cameo.
Even like the ghost of the dude he played in Uncut Gems.
Oh, like it's connected. It's in the same universe.
It's part 2 of Uncut Gems.
Yeah. What was that character's name?
Damn.
Not Frank. Not Tommy. With some kind of cool name.
Yeah, damn. It's be on my mind now. I don't know.
Man, now we're fake fans. Fake fans.
His name was Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Adam Sandler.
Damn. He put me on the spot with that one. I don't know.
Let me think about it.
it's not going to come to my brain, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I know that he got some gold chains, and Howie Bling, baby. Howie. That's how I remember.
It slipped my mind.
I remember because he had bling.
Yeah.
Howie Bling.
That's fire. See, that's a cool ass name.
That is literally, like, honestly, I'm not even going to lie, such a cool character. You know what he should do? He should do what they did with the Joker, where they had him in that Rick Ross video. Can you imagine Howie Bling in a rapper's music video?
That would be fire.
That would be so good.
Selling him a chain or something. Yeah.
Like he's in character.
Yeah. Didn't he have a grill?
He did. I think he did.
That's crazy.
And I was watching interviews about all that. Because, like, when I watch a movie and I really like it, I go all out. I, like, start watching everything about it. And he was doing interviews where he was saying he, like, studied the people who do that in, like, New York or wherever it was set. Like, there's people who legit, he was acting like them. Like, that's their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to sell you something all day, every day.
Hell yeah.
That's what they do. And so it's like they're trying to move. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I think the other thing about that movie that it conveyed so well was this sense of, like, the way it ends like that because there's no other way for it to end. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
If he were to succeed, he would have just taken that money and then did the same exact thing, because that's what he does the whole movie.
Right.
Every time he wins, he just has that addictive personality to just keep doing the same thing that puts him deeper in this hole.
Yeah,
when he was about to win, and then he said, "This is how I win. Guess what? We're gonna bet this money and we're gonna triple it." And he's no, just take the money.
I was so nervous when he did that.
And he succeeds, but then he loses, and the reason is because he's like, it's like a lesson, you know, like you can have that kind of lifestyle and that can work, but it never ever ever ends well.
No, I don't.
It just don't end well. I feel like that's what the movie was saying.
If I owe somebody money, I'm not betting their money again. I'm sorry.
Dude, I hate owing money in general. Yeah. Any money that I owe somebody, I'm like, oh, get that out of my brain. Get that away from me, because now it's there. Like, I don't want to lease a car. I don't want to do anything like that. As soon as I do it.
That shit, man. He's ballsy for that one. For sure. And then the fact that Kevin Garnett went crazy for him. Kevin Garnett's a real one. Kevin Garnett used to be my favorite player, too. So that might be why I like the movie so much.
Why is that?
Kevin Garnett's a badass, bro.
They were going to have somebody else. I forget who it was. I think it was some other big player. And then they got Kevin Garnett. And it's crazy the way that they wrote the script around that, too, because that was a real game they were talking about in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a real-life game that happened.
How they got Kevin back.
They got real footage from the real-life game in the movie.
That's
like,
wild.
That's what the basketball game you see. Like, they're actually showing you a real game that really happened. Actually, all the games in the movie are real. So when he was having that winning streak and they're talking about that, and it's related to the ring, like, that was actually, in real life, he was having a winning streak at that time.
What?
I think is what it was. Because they were, like, basing it around the script. It's so weird the way they blend it with, and that's kind of what they were doing with having real people as actors. They were, like, blending it with reality, so much so that it doesn't even feel like a movie a lot of the time. It feels like you're watching, like, a real thing.
Yeah.
And the way they direct, I cannot get over that movie enough. That was such a good film, because there's so many movies that are, like, okay.
I was expecting it to not be as good as it was.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's making a comeback being a jewelry dealer.
and everybody's talking like it's amazing, and you're like, okay, all right.
He had an accent the whole time. I think
he did.
It was something. Yeah, it was something.
I forget what it was. I feel like it was extra Jewish. Like, just throwing on the. I think it was. I think he was playing a Jew in the movie, like, because a lot of those people are Jewish. Actually, like the people who are selling jewelry in that area. I think, like, it's like kind of a thing. Then people were talking, like, making fun of him about it, because I can't remember what it was. They were saying, like, you big nose, like, Jew. Like, weren't they saying that in the movie? I swear they were. I swear they were.
Damn.
They swore a lot in that movie too. They said a lot of swear words. I think that was one of, like, the record-setting F-word movies.
Really?
I think it was.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Shout out Sandman.
He said fuck in a record amount of time.
You don't even notice. That's how natural it feels.
But now I think about it, he definitely was.
He swore a lot.
He was getting mad nonstop.
He was, dude.
He was going through it.
That part where he's looking at the phone. Fuck.
Yeah, right there.
Like, bro.
He was trying to set that record.
He was.
He said, fuck.
There's a new thing on Netflix. I just saw an ad for it yesterday. It's the history of swear words, and guess who hosts?
Don't tell me it's Adam Sandler.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh shit.
The
Nicolas
other
Cage.
legend. The other legend.
Man, Nicolas Cage. His last movie, what was it? The one with where the parents went crazy and tried to kill their kids. Have you seen that?
Which one? They go crazy. They try to kill their kids.
It's called Parents. Because all the parents were trying to kill their kids. Bro, that movie was actually Nicolas Cage was acting so bad.
Was he not good in it?
Oh no, I just mean like he was acting bad. Like he was being
a bad boy.
Yeah, he was trying to kill the kids with the.
Was it one of those Nicolas Cage movies where it's actually directed well, or was it one of those Nicolas Cage movies where it's like, this is Nick Cage, baby?
I loved it, and then I showed all these people one night, and they all wanted to shut it off. I'm like, oh.
They just don't understand the Cage.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
That's all it is.
I have a poem about Nicolas Cage, and
real?
I would show you it if I had my phone over there. But it's like it starts with the rage, the cage, a national treasure, something. Filling our screens, something with pleasure. Like it goes on. I've mentioned a bunch of his movies. I love that.
Oh, you made it?
I wrote that poem.
Okay. Okay.
I did it for a poetry class because we had to do an ode to something, and I was like an ode to Nicolas Cage, my idol. And I what's funny about him is like, what was I gonna say about Nick Cage? I was gonna say something about him that I really wanted to say. That guy. Oh yeah. With the thing, the thing, it opens up with him just yelling "fuck." Can you imagine just seeing a thing with Nicolas Cage just going "fuck," just yelling? That's what it is.
I can't. I want to see it though.
You can totally imagine it.
I can picture it. No, yeah.
It's Nicolas Cage.
For real.
Just imagine him doing it in the most obnoxious way possible.
And then I heard he was hanging out with Marilyn Manson. So that's another thing.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not.
I wouldn't be surprised if I heard anything about that guy.
That's facts.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, like, he hangs out. He, like, burns candles with his toes.
Does he?
No, but you'd believe it. You would believe it.
Oh, that's Nicolas Cage, yeah. I could see it.
I bet he would.
No cap. Nicolas Cage, man.
Nicolas Cage, he has a certain, like, he calls it his own acting method. And it's like this thing where he like, I can't even remember. It's like, you have to, like, I feel like it's like he really thinks he's these people. I think that's what it is. Like, people say he's like a bad actor, but like I think like it's like he gets into such an exaggerated form of the character that's what he does.
Man, that's
like,
the best type of actor though.
Exactly. Like he's so good at giving the performance that you wouldn't even necessarily expect, but it's just so entertaining that you can't even like deny it.
Right. Yeah, that's like, what's his name?
You know what you signed up for if you got Nicolas Cage.
It's like Heath Ledger when he played Joker in Fire.
Yeah.
My favorite actor, though, is Shia LaBeouf.
My current favorite actor is... Oh, Shia LaBeouf's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good. There's so many movies that he's in where... and the way that he talks about things, I think he's a very... He's a genuine humanitarian when it comes to the way he talks about his care for people... And you can tell he's been through a lot. Like,
through some shit.
He made that movie just recently, Honey Boy, and I haven't seen it, but it's based on his life with his dad. So you've seen it.
Yeah.
A lot of that's based on his childhood.
Yeah.
So it's like
actual father.
Yeah, and he wrote that movie.
Oh, he did?
Did you know that?
No.
He wrote the script.
As soon as the movie ends, I just cut it off. I don't even see who.
Oh, well, that's why it's so personal, though. It's such a personal, because it's really him, like, playing his dad, not even. Like, he's playing the character of his dad.
Yeah, there's Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh, I want to see that a lot with the mentally challenged kid, and he's helping him get somewhere.
Yeah. Even the old movies. Holes. Come on, now.
That's a classic.
Classic.
What was that show he used to be on? Wasn't it?
Even Stevens.
Even Stevens.
He was in Freaks and Geeks once. Come on, man. He's a legend.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was the mascot at the school.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
See,
but Even Stevens was great.
There's just something about him that I like about that guy. There's something about his energy that I mean, ever since the just do it. Since that, I have loved that man.
Bro, I forgot about that.
That made me like, that opened up a whole new world for me.
Yeah, I'm using that on some people this week.
You know, because the whole thing that was like a performance, bruh. Like he straight up just do it. Like, you know, and people wrote scripts, but he took that was from a thing where a bunch of college students sent in a bunch of scripts, and then he took those things and he acted them, and it was basically like an acting exercise for him, but also for the students. And he's the type of guy where it's like it's like we were just saying. His energy is so strong that you could literally just give him a script and he'll just pull some kind of, because I think it's the way his mind works. He's such an artistic person.
Yeah.
Like it's just he's in touch with himself. I think it's where a lot of art comes from, is being in touch with yourself.
Definitely.
The person I was gonna say is the guy who just played Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. I've seen him in a few movies now.
I still haven't seen the Joker, bro.
I mean, not even that movie, The Master. I would highly recommend that.
The Master. Is that the Mummy movie?
No.
Oh no, I'm thinking that's not even Joaquin Phoenix, or is it?
I wonder what movie you're thinking.
The Wild Wild West or something.
Oh no, but The Master is by Paul Thomas Anderson, the same guy who did Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler. And it's got him and like this other really big actor. It's got Amy Adams too. But that movie is so, oh my God, he's just such a good actor, because if you saw him in that, and then you saw him in Joker, and then you saw him in an interview, you'd be like, what? And that's just a great movie in general, but like his acting in that film is out of this world.
I need to go see that.
It's actors that can convince you they're not them are the people that blow my mind. Joaquin Phoenix, actually, I can tell you why he's my favorite actor. He has a movie called I'm Still Here. It is the weirdest movie I've ever seen. And it's directed by, is it Matt Damon? I think it's directed by Matt Damon.
Oh shit!
But it's Joaquin Phoenix, and it's. I didn't even know this when I watched the movie. You're supposed to know, I think, but I didn't even know until after I saw it.
Yeah.
He's playing himself, and it's a documentary, but it's not a documentary, and he's like playing himself. So like, and he did this for like months to a year, where he like in public would go out with like this beard and glasses, and he would say he was a rapper, and he said he was going to release a rap album, and this was like in the news, and it culminates with him going on David Letterman and having the most awkward. Have you seen that Letterman interview?
No, that's fire. He's super dope.
He goes on David Letterman. He has the most awkward interview ever, and this is like what the Joker kind of did too, where the interview, because he goes out there. And he's like, basically, it's awkward because he's just doing everything you wouldn't do on a talk show. Like, he's chewing gum. He's like acting all awkward about all his answers. He's not really saying much. Because like, and what's weird about it is that's how normal people act. And it shows you kind of how weird the whole format of all of that is. But he's such a good actor, like, because you know how hard that would be to intentionally go on a live talk show and then just act like an idiot, like you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah, that'd be
as
crazy.
yourself. They think you're you. Like they think that you are Luke Benson, and you're going out there and you're just gonna be like
completely different person.
Yeah, like how could you? That's what blows my mind about good acting. It's like you have to actually put yourself in a position where you are vulnerable and you're not you, and that's hard.
That's super hard.
That's making art, though, isn't it?
Man, it is. You just gotta go for it, man. See what happens. I used to want to be an actor, but I tried it. I'm not gonna lie. I tried. My friend was making like a little short film, and we got into it. And I was like, oh, never mind. I'll help you like do the background shit. I just can't do it.
What was it like? What was it like in that? What was your short acting experience like?
Yeah, my brief career. It was wonderful. No, I'm just kidding. It sucked.
I was a superstar.
I can't memorize scripts. That's my thing. I can't memorize scripts. I gotta just go off the dome and just hope it's fire. Like
I would much rather freestyle than do a script.
Yeah, improv situation.
Me too.
I can't, because I'm not trying to memorize somebody else's script and ruin it for them.
I used to think you couldn't do that, but then I've heard things like Robin Williams. That's what he always did. Huh. He would take
memorize it?
He would take the script and then he would just do whatever he wanted with that.
See, that's what I would have to do. Yeah.
But that's where you get Robin Williams.
Right.
Is out of that. So I used to think you can't do that. They won't let you. And now I realize, like, if you're really good at it, I bet they would let you.
Oh, they're letting you do whatever.
Yeah, like, certain directors probably wouldn't, but, like, it's really, like, if you just want to be yourself, you'd be like, hey, I'm going to be myself or you can fire me. Like,
yeah. Like, and who's going to fire you?
You get what you sign up for, baby. Yeah. I'm Nick Cage. I'm Nick Cage.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow, so you were is this out anywhere? Can people find it?
Nah, not my scene.
There's a couple early pieces of me acting, and I watch them now, and I'm like, oh, I was so bad. I was not. Even now, I probably wouldn't be great, but then I was. I'm not. I want to act, but I don't know. Like, I need practice.
Seen you in something.
I was in two things. I was in Box, directed by Josh Rose, and then I was in Carmen Heights.
Carmen Heights. That's what it was. I seen like.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I forgot who was showing me that, and then you popped up, and I was like. Yo, ain't that Ruse?
Hey, that's why I did it though, because it's a great cameo.
Yeah.
It's a great spot for me to be. It's put my name out, and hey, sign me up. I'll be an actor. It's funny because like the scene was like me. Shout out to D'Amico Smith, creator of Carmen Heights, but it was me talking to this girl, and she was telling me about, I think it was her boyfriend, and I just had to be like her brother that was giving her advice.
I seen that.
See, nowadays I would kill that. Back then I think I was still in my own head too much. Nowadays I just roll with everything. So that's what acting is. I just roll up like, all right, I'm the brother.
Yeah. Shit. That's awesome, man.
It's hard. You have to like get out of your head. Mm-hmm. So for you, how much of making art is introspective and how much of it is retrospective? So how much of it is what's coming out of you and how much of it is taking in your environment and putting that onto a canvas?
Man, I'll spend like the first half is, I say, retrospective, because I'll like take my inspiration in from around me, and like it takes forever to get inspiration sometimes. So I could have an idea, but I'll sit on it for like months, weeks, whenever, until I feel like it's ready to go. And then that's when I start, like, I'll bring it into my mind and like try to, so like I'll get all my inspiration, because like I gotta get inspiration from more than one thing. I don't know why. It's just how I am. Like,
I feel you.
I gotta get hella inspiration.
Yeah.
And then like,
what do you mean by that? I gotta get inspiration from more than one thing?
Like I just gotta be in my surroundings, and just, I gotta get really inspired to do something before I do it. Like
you can't just make something anywhere, you're saying?
No, I can't just sit there and just be like, here we go. Sometimes I can. If like
in like a party, in like the middle of a party, let's make a T-shirt. Exactly. Let's make a logo.
Yeah, if I'm just talking to someone and we just come up with some shit, or I just come up with something in my head real quick, I'll do it. But like most of the time, I gotta get my inspiration, and then I'll go sit down. I gotta come up with the colors I'm gonna use, because I got it all like preset in my head, like the whole color scheme and everything. And then I'll like think how I could put my own twist on the canvas, like my own style. So shit, it's like 50-50. Like, yeah, because I got to spend a lot of time getting inspiration, man. Because I don't know, every time I try to switch my style up a lot, and like, I don't know, a lot of my paintings are weird, and that's just because I pull inspiration from everywhere. It doesn't have to be like, it can be another artist. Like, I'm really inspired by Basquiat, and man, there's hella people out there, but Basquiat's number one to me.
Basquiat, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Basquiat.
Yeah, man. It's basically just mixing the inspiration in with my own little what's going on in my head.
Yeah. Are these like more urban artists, or is it more like actual modern art? Like what kind of stuff do you kind of look at for inspiration, or even like not alternative? I'm thinking music.
Yeah.
But like what you said earlier, you said the right term, abstract.
Oh yeah.
Is it like you kind of look out for that kind of stuff? You think?
I love abstract art. I also like the realistic art too.
Because I'm not familiar with the people you listed. That's why I asked.
Oh yeah, bro. It's like a lot of them they use like bright colors, the colors that a lot of people wouldn't always use in their paintings, like bright shit, and just mix it, just like stuff that'll catch your eye, but also mixing it in with like more dull colors and like man, I forgot what the question was.
Oh well,
think about painting too much.
I'm talking about we're talking about your inspirations and kind of the general art style that you kind of look out for when you're looking for the stuff that you like. What kind of sticks out to you?
All right, yeah.
You said kind of like brighter colors.
Bright colors, but I also like the paintings where it's just they're not trying to do too much. Like they might use 4 colors in the whole painting, but like they get their message across. I like people that can get their message across too and not have to do too much.
Without straight up saying it though, so it's an interpretive painting, right?
Yeah.
That's the stuff I like in music and in painting and in all that, when you can allow it to be interpreted. I think that's why I like abstract art.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not very showing you what it is.
Yeah, like, I don't know, when you go to like an art show or something and somebody's there trying to explain the painting to you, I'm like,
shut up.
Yeah, like, come on, you weren't there, bro. You don't know what they're
doing. Talking.
You don't know what they're thinking. Like,
I think even if you make a painting, you got to be careful about explaining that.
Yeah.
The more you say, the less magical it can get.
I don't like to explain my paintings ever.
When it comes to explaining my music, I'm very careful about the way I word things, because I don't want people to I don't want to invalidate
the way that someone else thought about it.
Right.
Because I would want you to have your own version of my song in your head.
Right.
Rather than my version of my song in your head. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
I would say that your logos are even like that. You got, like, the moose, right? And you got...
The deers, the buck, yeah.
Yeah, the buck. The buck.
I wish it was a moose now. The mooses are fire, though.
The mooses.
Like a step up.
The mice. The meese.
Can't fuck with a moose. I've seen one in person, bro. They are huge.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Are they? I've never seen a moose in person. Now that you say it, I've seen one. I think I saw one up north. And I saw it from afar, and I was like, that thing
If you would have got up close,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It demolished me.
Yeah, I got lost once.
They're threats. They're a threat to humankind.
Like, even deers scare me, bro. I got lost up north in the woods, and I was surrounded by a pack of deers. Pictured rocks when I was like 12, I swear.
And that's what inspired the logo.
Yeah, exactly.
Right
I was like, deers are badass.
That deer trauma.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? I'm going to take that. I'm going to make a buck. I'm going to make a buck logo.
Yep.
That would be scary. You're serious? That happened to you?
Yeah.
That was a real experience in your life?
Because
I just imagine you standing in a circle of deer surrounding you, just eyeballs.
Basically, it wasn't a circle. I was right here, and they were like right here, and just they were all looking right at me. And I was like, I'm not moving, bro. I'm not getting jumped.
It's funny because, like, your memory of it's probably scarier than it really was. Like, as a kid, you were probably just as afraid of them as they were of you. And they're staring at you like, what is this kid about to do?
Bro,
but, like, you as a child, you're looking at them like, what are they about to do?
I was already lost. I'm like, I'm not about to fight these deer if they come at me, bro. They're going to kill me. So
I think deer can be aggressive, too.
Yeah.
I think
they definitely can.
I mean, it's like we were saying earlier. Gorillas can mess you up. Don't tell me a deer can't. I bet if a deer wanted to, it could eat me alive.
Oh, it could.
If there was 5 deer, 10 deer, and they're in a clan and they're ready to destroy.
And they were already eating.
Yeah, and they were already eating. Oh, they were eating?
Yeah, they were eating.
You walked up
around in the trees and shit. I'm like, bro, I came into their territory. I don't know how long they've been here and what they got going on.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like 2 miles. I turned out I was like 2 miles away from where I needed to be on the other trail. And some person heard me yelling out my grandpa's name. They found me out there.
The deer didn't even run when you were yelling?
Oh, no, I started yelling after the deer situation was over.
It was a terrifying situation.
The deer situation lasted like 20 minutes, though. Just a stare on.
Bro.
Stare down, yeah.
You probably have a record number for, like, how much time you've spent with deer in one session. Like, most people haven't hit those numbers.
Yeah, that was
20
a big
minutes.
Number, bro. And I had that connection with them at the end. I was like, all right, y'all be smooth. I'm out of here. The deer went on their way.
It was probably pretty chill at the end. At the beginning, it was scary, and at the end, it's like, oh, you guys are cool.
Yeah.
You guys are cool.
Yeah, start wagging their
We're
tails.
homies. They wagged their tails. They realized
what's good then?
you weren't going to do nothing.
No, I was like, I wish I had some food to give you guys.
He ain't going to step. He ain't going to step.
But at first, though, it was definitely like, it was like my first encounter with deers.
That would freak me out. You were a kid, too. That's a big difference.
I was like, I said I was 12, but I think I was like 9, bro.
Oh, jeez. I was going to say, like, even if you had, like, a couple years on that, on 12, like, if you were 15, and it's way easier to deal with, like, a pack of deer.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, I'm 15. Get out of here.
And I got to hold a baby deer that same trip. I mean,
no way.
A baby bear.
Really?
And feed
a wild baby bear?
Hell no.
Right.
It's like a thing where you can just pull up and see all the bears, and, like, a dude brings out a baby bear.
Yeah.
It was still crazy. I didn't like it.
You're like, damn, bro, that's a real baby bear right there.
Everyone else was loving it, but I was like, no. I'm not feeding a bear.
Just like holding an alligator.
Yeah, like what if the parent sees me doing this?
I wouldn't feed a bear.
Fuck me up.
I wouldn't feed a bear.
No.
There's too many factors.
Even a baby one. It came out like this tall, but it was a bear. I'm like,
no. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. You're saying that mama cub's gonna see that.
Yeah.
Gonna see that.
And they can climb trees, so you're not escaping nothing, bro. If a bear's running after you or a deer's running after you, I don't think deers can climb trees.
That's asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I think they can.
Probably.
Or
probably not. Probably.
No, bears can climb trees.
Oh, okay.
That's what they say. They say don't. Wait a minute. Do they say climb a tree when you run from a bear? I've heard them say not to. I think the bear. Imagine climbing a tree when a bear's chasing you, and then the bear starts climbing the tree.
You're done.
You're done.
You're just the top of that fucking tree.
You just see the bear start booking it. Like what?
Bro, nature's crazy.
What I was saying though, we got in this whole thing about deer because I brought up the logo. The other thing I was gonna say is you got the alien-ish kind of. I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
The upside down head.
The upside down.
Think it's a squid, bro.
The upside down head. When you told me that the first time, I flipped it over and I was like, what?
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I never describe it too much, man. So.
But that's what's so good about it.
That's kind of what I was pointing out is like, I feel like even with your logos, there's still that abstract kind of nature to it. You know, other than when you just put taking all bets on a shirt. But even that's like, it's in contrast to the other stuff. So it's all like an artistic choice. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Good looking out. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
I like to
I see you out here.
Yeah. I got some new logos coming, designs.
Do you really?
Yes.
How do you start with a design then? Because it's like you seem to really have, like I'm saying, like a unique kind of style with it. So how do you?
I usually start out with the painting. I'll throw it in the painting and try to like. People won't even notice. Some people might see it and then they'll see me drop the design. They, oh shit, that was just in one of his paintings. But a lot of people don't realize.
You got that tab dude.
Yeah.
That guy now too.
Which one? The skull.
I'm thinking of the dude. He's got like the arm kind of out. You know, he's got kind of like a form to him. Pretty sure. I'm probably thinking of something. I don't know.
I don't even know because like
he's got like I think he's got a hat. He's got kind of like. You know, like kind of like that shape.
Is he?
He looks cool.
I don't even know. Now I gotta go see my logo.
He looks like the homie.
Shit. I don't know, man.
You probably got a ton of logos at this point, though. You probably got like a stack
right now. Yeah, like, but then so I'll start with the painting, and then I'll hit up a graphic designer. Like I try to keep it local, and then or someone from online that I fuck with. But yeah, like I'll be like, just throw your own twist on it.
Yeah.
I love it, though, because like, I don't try to control it too much after I give it to them. I just be like, do your own thing.
Yeah.
And they send it back, and it's like, not what I expected, but it's like, damn, that's so hard. So that's kind of my process with the logos and designs. I suck at graphic design, so I stick to the painting part, the sketch part, and then just let them go crazy.
But that kind of works, though, because you can take the painting and make it graphic design, right? Like, it doesn't have to be... it at first. You can just translate it into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So you do start with the painting, and then you just move it all over kind of onto a digital thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's some wild
That's
stuff.
Organic. I like that.
Yeah.
Rather than doing what everybody does and just switching to digital.
Yeah.
You're keeping it. You're keeping it on the what do you call it? Canvas.
I tried the digital, but that's a whole different
world. It ain't
world.
the same.
No, it's not.
It ain't the same.
It's like you're still using your hands, but it's like, I don't know.
It's like the difference.
Stylist,
yeah. I mean, people, even when I write down raps, like on a piece of paper, it feels so much different than if I were to like type it on my phone.
Because you got to fuck with the settings and stuff. If you're doing Photoshop or something.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Well, because you know what happens is when you type it on your phone, it doesn't stick in your brain the same way.
Yeah.
Like when you're writing it out, you get like this motion in your hands, and all of a sudden there's this feeling of like it's coming from you. Yeah. I think that's where it's really different. Like you're not as connected with the thing if you're doing it through a screen. It's so weird.
It is.
I get more and more observant of like how technology just fucks me up all the time. I realize like, bro, I am so not for this. Like I'm designed to just like not do any of this. And if I could just make music and have that be it, like I wish I wasn't good at these things because technology drives me nuts.
Bro, it drives me nuts too.
Social media drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could just not do any of it, but at the same time, I know I'm too good at it to stop. So it's like a catch-22, I guess.
I think once I hit like, I don't know, probably like 35, 40, I might just get rid of all my social medias.
But how could you? It'd be such a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, see, I'm saying that now, but it probably would be hard at the time.
Because when you finally go to do it, you'd be like, oh, but I got all these people, and they're going to not see. Like, it took me forever to get here.
I keep getting blocked and everything, so I'm like, bro.
That's what drives me nuts, man. I'm always worried that, like, I'm going to build this empire, and it's not even going to matter.
You're going to get blocked.
I'm going to get blocked. Facebook's going to be like, nope.
That's what I'm
You said that one thing you shouldn't have said.
I'm on like a 30-day block right now because
that's so. I don't even know how does that happen to you. Because you don't even post more than me, but I feel like I'm more controversial than you are. They
don't want to see no weed.
Oh, you're posting that.
I post like a little jar, and it was just the jar. It wasn't even the weed.
That's whack though, because you can advertise stuff like that if you're a business.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I wasn't. I guess I wasn't advertising. I was just like, look at this.
Even then, like we in Flint, dog. That's legal. What you talking about,
Mark Zuckerberg?
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess I've never posted anything like that. Now I think about it, but I didn't even think they really cracked down.
Man, once you get that third strike, they're hitting you with 30 days.
30 days.
And I got like, it fucked me up because like I got these clothes I want to drop. But I'm like, man, I'm blocked on Twitter. I'm blocked on Facebook. So I just got to figure out a way to do it in real life.
You got Snapchat, don't you? You can at least do Snapchat.
Yeah, I got Snapchat. Yeah.
I bet you got some people on there who would hit
Snapchat
you up.
and Instagram, yeah.
And for the record, I should say that too, is anybody out here who's making anything, hop on Snapchat, because there's a bunch of people on there, and if anything goes down, odds are Snapchat ain't getting rid of it.
No, they're not. Snapchat don't give a fuck.
But you can post links on there, which is really cool. So you can actually link people to
swipe
your
up.
merch.
Yeah.
And you can't do that on Instagram without 10K.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you're at what, like 2.5? I'm at 2.5, I think. No, I'm at 1.5.
I don't know what I'm at.
But it takes forever to get to 10K. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
It's not no small number.
Yeah, you got to be really out here.
And so that's what gets me is like they set it up to where there's all these hurdles, and it's the algorithm gets worse all the time.
Yeah.
This podcast is just one other way of me like putting my voice out here, so hopefully people will hear it, because otherwise it's like it's so hard to make, because I know what I do well, and it's like music is the core of it all. But all this other stuff is like, you want to keep pushing all of it so people might see this one thing and then they look at everything else. Like someone might hear a beat you made, Taking All Bets, what's that? Then they look at all your merch and they're like, whoa, this is a whole thing.
Yeah,
and that just gives it so much more energy. It's like the Frank Sinatra thing. It's like, oh, we don't just sing. So,
we acting.
Yeah. But it's so hard to do all that and then also be focused on all the social media aspect.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what we were talking about before the podcast when you said, like, you're starting to think you need a team almost.
Yeah.
Because that's what you realize. You realize, I can't do
I don't know
all of this.
I don't know algorithms. I don't know nothing about that. Like, I just know posting.
And it's too much energy. Even if you learn about it, you're wasting too much of your energy on thinking about it. Like,
I'm at the point where I don't even care. I'm just like, bro, I just want to post my stuff.
That's my problem.
Let somebody take care of it.
I don't care, but I do. I don't care because I don't want to think about it. And I'm just like, I'm just going to make it and then see what happens.
Yeah.
At the same time, I know if I just did this and this and this and this and this and this, like posted 10 times more, I'd probably be 10 times more popular. Yeah. But it's like that. It's putting out more content, and that is not easy. Right. If you had social media people, you'd have a dude. Exactly. You'd have a dude who shows up with his camera and posts on your Snap. He posts on your Instagram. He posts on your Facebook. Team, Exactly. And all you got to do is throw him a smooth, like however much every week or whatever, and boom, there you go. But that's how it usually moves. Like you can't. It's so hard though, because I always tell people. And the best advice I've heard is basically, and so I put really simply, just start, get better later.
Yeah.
Just start, get better later. It's that simple.
Because if you don't start and you're just trying to perfect, well, you could do that. You could sit there and perfect it for years, but man, there's nothing like just getting out there and trying it and then seeing what happens. And if you get a good reaction, you might keep improving and they build with you. I don't know. I've watched people grow with me over the years. Instead of just coming out like already in my zone and shit, like, which I like that. So,
I love seeing growth through other people with me.
Yeah,
like when I see that, I put it this way: providing value to others provides value to me. So if I see like somebody else on the come up with me, and I feel like or even if they get value and they gain value, that provides value to me. Like we're all just in this together, and like. When we can help each other out and we can watch each other grow, it makes us better because we can like feel that success through one another and like take from that energy rather than get mad and being like, bro, how that lame, bro. Yeah, that's lame.
You gotta I get motivated.
I don't even care if you don't like what they did. You just have to respect the grind of it. That's what it is.
Use it as motivation for yourself.
Yeah, because you can hate on it. You can say, well, it could have this and this and this. You can do that, but don't act like you're better than all that, because that's really the thing. Is like somebody who's more successful, that's just a sign that they figured out their lane.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be mad at them, man.
You can't be. It's hard. That ain't easy, dude.
No, none of this is easy.
There's so much art where I think, like me even, I'm still trying to like find my perfect lane. Because like I know what I can do, but like I don't know. I think YouTube's my lane. I think if I just post a bunch of whatever on YouTube, that'll be easy.
People were telling me to get into the YouTube, man.
I use YouTube all day. I mean, I love YouTube.
I bought cameras, but I always get rid of them. I just don't like holding cameras for some reason.
No.
Man,
Man, you need a video guy. That's what you need. You need somebody to
that,
show up,
man.
do vlogs or something.
Yeah,
I know there's a very old video. Man, I got some classic Luke Benson knowledge.
I'm always surprised when you bring it up. I don't even know what you're about to say.
You don't know what I know.
Oh.
There's a classic video that Josh Rose filmed for you.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're talking about your paintings. I think you were sitting in front of a fire.
Hell yeah, I was. I remember that now, yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
And so that is one classic piece of Taking All Bets video material.
That was like my first interview ever, I think, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was an interview.
It was, yeah, I don't know.
I remember the video. I just remember you talking very calmly about your art in front of a fire.
I try to give him that scenery. Yeah.
That serene vibe.
Yeah. But like I didn't know what interviews were about then, so I was being weird. But yeah, no, that was fire.
Well, that was what, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so
like,
you can't really judge yourself too harsh.
That's like my first year I was doing this.
Yeah. Because, dude, like that's what I was saying earlier. It's so hard to get it right. It's so hard to get anything right. Even now, you think you're getting it right, and you're gonna go back and look at it and be like, "Bruh,
exactly.
Bruh, what was I doing?"
This is what it is. You gotta just do it. Get out there and do it, man.
Well, that's the art. That's the advice. Just do it. Get better later.
Yeah.
Because every time you get better and you realize something you didn't like that you were doing, that's good. That means you saw it.
Yeah.
Like everybody else might have already seen it.
Exactly.
But you didn't know yet, and now that you see it, stop it. Like that's where it is.
Shit out. Yep.
It's your shadow self.
Yeah.
As soon as you feel like this tension in your brain, you have to address that. Like, what is this tension in my brain? What do I not like?
Yeah.
And if what I don't like is something that I'm doing, I gotta fix that.
Yeah.
You gotta fix that.
That's good advice.
It's always in you. It's always in you, baby.
Yeah.
It's always in you. I don't even know how long we've been going. I feel like we've done like 2 hours almost by now.
Damn.
I really don't know. I haven't been looking. I don't look.
Man.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yep, we are. We passed 2 hours.
Look at us.
Taking all bets. You want to keep going? You want to wrap it up? I don't care.
Keep going.
We can keep going. What else you want to talk about? Is there anything you can bring up?
Shit. I like what I'm big into right now is like meditating. Yeah.
Meditating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is so fire. You will wake up like 40 minutes later. You might pass out during your meditation, bro.
Yeah.
You wake up. I woke up once. I thought I was tripping, bro. I was like, I woke up feeling so like out of body. Like you got to get back to earth if you do it right. That shit is crazy. But like it'll really, man, meditate before you go to sleep or when you wake up or when you're stressed.
Yeah.
And like if you do it right, man, you'll feel so much better. That's like my new thing right now. Yeah. I learned about it last year, but I never really was into it until I really sat down and I'll do that shit like for an hour straight before I paint or something. It's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it about meditating that you think like, is it like finding your center? Is that what it is?
It's like checking yourself mentally before you keep going about your business. And like, if you got something going on that's holding you back or like bringing you down.
Yeah. I
swear in meditation, bro, like you won't even be worried about it once you're done because it's like you're so, I don't know, it just brings like peace back to your mind and like.
Because you're mediating.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
It's meditation.
Exactly.
The thing about meditation, have you heard of Wim Hof?
Wim Hof? Is that a person?
Yes. Well, there you go. You haven't. So Wim Hof is this guy. I found out about him on the Joe Rogan podcast, actually. And what's cool about him is he has this breathing method where it's like it's like meditation. But for me, I've never been able to like get meditation right. Because every time I do it, I feel like I just can't find my like center. My brain gets moving. And what his whole thing is, you just gotta breathe. You literally just gotta go.
Yeah, that's like the intro right there.
Yeah, you got a big breath in, small breath out. What you're doing is you're building up oxygen. You do that 20 times, 25 times. After that, you hold your breath. And you hold your breath for about a minute and a half. And that sounds like a lot, but over those 20 times you did that with your breath, you built up so much oxygen that you're actually able to hold your breath way longer than you usually can hold your breath. And so what happens is you do that 2 or 3 times. Oh, and then after you hold your breath for however long, you don't let the breath out at the very end. You go, and you hold your even more, but you tighten your stomach and you kind of push that up to your head. And so what you're doing is you're like actually
it makes your blood levels less acidic, so it kind of like rebalances your pH levels in your blood, and you actually like your brain calms down when you do this. Like it's like if my brain is like kind of racing, I'll do this, and then I'll just all of a sudden it's done, it's over, and it's better to do on an empty stomach. It's better to do in the mornings because that's like when you're the calmest, when you release the least amount of energy. Mm-hmm. But it's the whole thing it's the same thing as meditation because what you're doing is you're kind of controlling your energy. I mean, to put it in more spiritual terms rather than medical terms, you're harnessing it, right? You're bringing it in, you're kind of pushing it out slowly like a wave, bringing it in, pushing it out slowly, and then when you hold your breath, you're just being still in that moment. And if you don't breathe and you just sit there in that silence, there's nothing else to do but just not breathe and just let your brain move because you're in this like. And one other thing that's really interesting about it is it will get people's brains to the point of like adrenaline to where you're like skydiving, like that point of adrenaline from just laying down in your bed. And I felt it, like it's real. Like you'll kind of like feel this sense of like, but it's just because your brain is reacting to your body and you're reconnecting with yourself. And there's something about that is so, it's helped me out immensely. It's helped me with like just general feelings of like depression or feelings of like just you know, my brain is, I got ADHD, is always moving. So if I just need to slow down for a second, meditation or like controlled breathing seem to be the most life-changing things that I've found.
Yeah, because that's how I started out. Was like, you got fit first. Yeah, do what you just said. Like, take your deep breaths, and like then I'll work on relieving all the tension from like the top of my body to the bottom. Like, you know, we hold a lot of tension in our fucking like our shoulders, our shoulders, our chest, our hands, knees, all that shit. You gotta just let it all go and be like a damn jellyfish. and once you get like your body right, then you can start focusing on your mental. And once you do that, that's when you're in there. That's when you can start really meditating, man.
Where did you start meditating? When did that start happening though?
Like a year ago, my counselor put me onto it. My little therapist, they're like, "You never tried it?" I was like, "No, I don't even know how." And they put me in a group, and I went there, did it for like 3 nights. Fire off rip. Like the first night, I was like, "Yes, sir," but I don't know. I kind of just stopped doing it, but it's coming back around now. Like past couple months, it's been really helping me, man.
So did somebody get you onto it, or did you? Yeah, you're a therapist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But like, how did you? When she said that, like, did you didn't try it right away?
No, I thought it was whack.
What was your first time meditating like then?
Oh, it was like the best experience ever though. Like, cause it was guided the first few times.
Yeah.
So I had someone like telling me take deep breaths.
That helps.
Yeah. So
that's kind of what the breathing thing for me does. Is it guides it so I can do it.
Yeah.
Because it's like what you just said. I can't. Like, you tell me to just sit there and just close my eyes. Like, my brain's going to keep going. I can't. I have to have something slow me down. And that's what the breathing can do. It's like, now I'm thinking about this. Exactly. And it's the only thing I can think about.
Take your mind off everything.
So another thing that meditation is really about to me is people think it's disconnection. But it's not. It's reconnection. It's like you're giving all the time. You're always doing something. You're always needing something. And so if you just give your body and your brain time to actually sit there with itself, that's like where the baseline is. And if you can just learn to do that, and as you're doing it, let your brain just flow and let those thoughts come in and out as they're supposed to. You don't question it, you just let it happen. Like stuff like that, it really allows you to not disconnect, because people think it's just closing your eyes and floating away, but it's more like closing your eyes and looking within.
Yeah, man, for real.
Meditating, it's very, I think everybody in the world could use more meditation.
They could. You'll go to sleep so much better, man, if you just meditate before you sleep.
I think America especially has a the way we look at the medical field, it's very take a pill and get better.
Yeah.
Like, do medicine, get better, some form of something. And I'm not saying that you don't need those things and that, you know, they don't help. I'm just saying that Western medicine is very, like, there's no form of, like, natural healing that's promoted because you don't make money off natural healing. No. And that's what's really upsetting about it, is because there are forms of natural healing like meditation or controlled breathing that can make genuine life-changing effects on an individual, but you would never know because the media doesn't tell you that. You have to look for it.
Nah.
You really do. And it's not popular either. Like, people think it's lame. They think you're being a hippie when you say things like this. I think it's getting more popular, but it's still got stigma around it, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I just wish everybody did it. I think everybody just needs to slow down.
Shit, same with yoga. Around the same time,
that's the other thing that Wim Hof says a lot. It's embracing the cold, it's breathing, and it's yoga. I've heard yoga is very good.
Yoga's fire.
But why?
It's like you're stretching out muscles you never use.
I've heard it's like your body's a machine. And you gotta oil that machine. Yeah. You know? If you just let that thing sit for a while, it's gonna get rusty.
That's what I had my first yoga session. I took a few, and like they got you like reaching around your back
and you're like
doing some weird shit. Like, this arm around your knee and this arm around your back and connecting your hands and shit and holding your hands for like 30 seconds. And it hurts so bad.
And it feels like it's impossible the whole time you're doing it.
But you're doing it. And then when it's done, it's like your whole body, man. It's just...
And I feel like it switches your bones. Like, it makes your bones more flexible.
Yeah, it definitely does. And your muscles and everything. You're going to be feeling good as hell after like a week of it. So, yeah, I recommend.
Are there different forms of yoga and all that too?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I just go to like a class, man. Just take a class and like they'll run through like the different. Yeah, there is different yogas because I just take like the basic ass classes, man.
It seems like how long are the classes then?
About like an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
An hour yoga?
Yeah, you can go longer, you can go less, but about an hour. I take about an hour for everything.
I feel like I work out for a while, so I know how that is. I just feel like an hour of stretching would I'd probably feel amazing, actually.
Man.
Feel awesome.
The first few times I did it, I was so sore because my body was like, what the hell? I didn't even know I had these muscles I'm feeling, but once you get like used to it and shit, yeah.
Well, like, what kind of stretches do you do then, other than that one you described? Like, what are the hardest stretches?
She had me in that bitch doing a handstand. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing no handstand. And this one was like where you cross your hands like this and like, I don't know, you start your body out curled up and then you slowly like put your legs in the air and shit. But, bro, I can't even do a handstand. That's the one I had to skip out on for sure.
Is it a handstand?
Yeah. The other one where like you lay down flat on your stomach and then bring up your body like on both like your head and your legs and shit, and like I don't know, there's some weird stuff, man. But like some of them I just can't do. It's not for everybody, but
I just feel like
I do like the basic, man. That's all I do is the basics, but it feels good.
I need to stretch more. This is my issue. It's like where I have scoliosis and I can do like a little bit of yoga, but like it's like I need to be stretching my back like this. Like I be sitting in these chairs making videos and music.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is I spend all my time like this. And so it's just not good. I need to stretch more.
Definitely.
It's yoga though.
There was a guy in there with he had a broken arm or leg. He was in there doing his stretches.
Really?
I said, oh my gosh. Man, once you see somebody with a broken arm doing yoga, it's like, okay, I have no excuse.
I have no excuse. One thing that the Wim Hof thing is too is like the yoga and the breathing. He says it's like miraculous for healing. Like, and one thing that he's displayed, because this is the other thing, he's legit. So he's had I think it was E. coli injected into him, and then he like showed that the E. coli wasn't affecting his body.
Really?
Yeah, and then like people said, oh, well, that's just because you're Wim Hof and you're just this crazy like talented guy. You know, you just can do all this.
Yeah.
And so then he went ahead and he got like a bunch of other people like, and he showed with them. He trained them over a week or two, and then they got injected with the E. coli, and then they didn't get sick.
Really?
Yeah, and he's climbed Mount Everest in his shorts,
And he's done TED Talks where people have said, like, there's one where he held his hand up and his hand was like a certain temperature. And they said, can you drop the temperature of your hand by like 5 degrees? And he was like, yeah, just give me a minute.
What?
And then he did it with like a thermal camera on his hand.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And it's like, you'd think that's impossible.
Right.
But what it is he's so in touch with his body. And when he explains it, it's like, it's hard to completely understand what he's saying, because he's saying like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling my body to do it, and it does it.
Man.
And I think that your body is so powerful if you can really reconnect with it, and you can literally heal in that way. You could say, my back hurts, and just focus all your energy on your back till your back feels better.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's actually but you have to have you have to do the controlled breathing, you have to meditate, you have to be with yourself in order to even achieve that kind of oneness.
Yeah, it takes practice at first.
Yeah.
You'll get into it. Even acupuncture, that's another one.
That seems like scary.
It was. I got it in my
What if I
ears.
roll off?
Like, yeah, they put like 5 needles in my ears and like deep in and the outside, all types of shit. Like, I guess like when your ears, when they stick those needles in, it's like it's hitting a nerve, and that nerve goes all the way to your feet. So like if you're having pain in your feet or like headaches or something,
Really?
that certain nerve will like, that needle is like hitting it. It's like resetting itself. It's making headaches
That's how
go
that
away.
works?
Something like that. It like makes your headaches go away, makes pain go away. And I don't know how much of it is real, because I only did acupuncture like twice. But the second time, I for sure felt good as hell. Because what was crazy is I was meditating during the acupuncture. They were like, we're about to meditate after. So stuck the needles in, and then an hour we meditated. It felt so good.
I feel like it'd be like scary. I'm telling you.
It
Like,
was scary.
because you're putting needles in me.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. It goes through your whole body?
Yeah,
like the
like,
way that your senses or your
yeah, it's like
nerves?
certain nerves in your ears that go, like they stretch all the way down through your nervous system and shit. And there's different spots you can do it. Like I think acupuncture, you can get it done in your back, your feet, all that shit. It's like all relative. So
Really?
yeah, crazy stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I didn't want to do it, but hey, I did it.
And you felt good.
Yeah,
You
I
liked
felt
it.
And the needles weren't even that bad. Like,
So it's endorsed by Luke Benson. He
Fuck it.
says
Go get some-
acupuncture's cool.
yeah,
Don't worry about it.
you're good.
Maybe I should do it then. If I ever feel bad, I'll go back and watch this clip where you said it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, you know what? I can do it. I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stop being a little baby. And then I'll feel better.
I'll go with you.
It sounds like it's science. The way you just described it, it sounded like science.
It is scientific, man. I had to read a packet before they even did it. Talking about, they were telling me about like there's
The
names
risks?
for the parts in your ears and shit.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, no, they didn't tell me none of the risks.
No,
I don't
no
even know.
liability.
No, yeah, they was like, fuck it, just do it, man. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and I bet it was a great time. That was a great time.
Yeah, they just played some music, like some I don't even know what they were playing, bro. It was some weird music, but
Where was it at? Was it around here?
it was all done by my counselor, but
Oh, okay.
down in Brighton, yeah.
I want to do that. I bet that would work.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, people. It's like what I was saying. These things aren't necessarily promoted because they ain't making a whole bunch of money off these things.
No, they're
They
not.
ain't.
They ain't making shit off that.
No, they make money off those pills that they sell you. They ain't making money off when you go and you friggin' meditate or you go and you get acupuncture.
Yeah, acupuncture was like a $30-$40 session.
Yeah. So, and what I really mean is these medical companies. Like, they ain't going to promote that. So what you really got to do is you got to ignore these medical companies. You got to ignore everybody. And then you just go do acupuncture anyways.
Take your vitamins and
Take your
shit.
vitamins. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm not saying go to the doctor. You should go to the doctor and you should get your blood levels and all that good stuff.
Right.
But
I stopped going to I haven't seen my doctor in like a year.
well, just try to work with yourself first. Try to work with yourself first, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, odds are it's not cancer. Odds are WebMD is scaring you.
Right.
Odds are that's what's happening.
Right. I stopped looking at my symptoms and shit.
I mean,
Gonna fight this.
and hey, we got Rona, so I'm not gonna tell you not to go figure out what's going on with
right
you.
Now is a good time to do
Maybe you
that.
should. Maybe you should. But at the same time, give yourself some credit. Come on, give yourself some credit. You are capable of greatness. You
For
could.
real.
I bet you. If I was a pregnant mom right now, I could lift a bus. I bet you.
It's all mind power. That's all.
It's all mind power.
Yeah.
It's all mind power. I will say, switching lanes here, I don't think I have had such I've had a couple, but I don't think I've had so many supporters of such positive nature like you, Luke Benson.
Man.
Sometimes I approach you with ideas and you just hit me back with whatever your idea is, bro, you're a genius.
Man, support the homies, cause your idea, like I'm not gonna sit there and judge somebody's ideas, man.
Yeah.
This is something you came up with. Go for it, man.
I think you're a genuine positive figure. Is really what it is. I appreciate your positivity that you put into the world.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah. I like that you don't take things so seriously. I think my problem is I take things so seriously, and I think someone like you, I can just look at you and I can go, bro, this guy's getting shout outs from friggin' Seth Rogen.
Man.
That's one of my favorite clips of yours.
That was a diss.
What did he say? It was like Luke the 2K13.
Said my name was silly. Didn't answer my question.
Oh, so I think what you did is you cut all that out.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw any of that.
No, because when I was making beats, I used that for like my little beat tag. Cause he was like, "Hey, big."
So I didn't see the part where he was talking trash.
Oh, he was talking shit. Yeah, no, he was like, I don't have no answer to your question. I just came here to make fun of your name.
For those that don't know what he's talking about, this guy got hit back from Seth Rogen, and you had asked him a question on Instagram.
I said, "What's your favorite scene from Freaks and Geeks?"
And he just clowned your name
the whole time. He didn't even answer the question.
And you know what Luke Benson did? He clipped out the part where he said Luke the 2K13 King, and put that on like a montage. That's how I saw it. I didn't even know the rest. I was like, bro, he got a shout out.
Yeah, they thought it was a shout out. No, it was some fucking shit.
That was so funny that you did that with it. Yeah. Because I never knew. I would have never. That's it.
I gotta post the whole video sometimes.
Still use it. Yeah. Throw it on everything. Like, that could be your intro to videos. Just like Seth Rogen, Luke the 2K13.
Yeah, you get a little laugh in there. Get the little Seth Rogen laugh. Yeah. Exactly. See, I fuck with Seth Rogen though.
That's a solid shout out right there.
I'm not even mad.
If I would post the whole clip and be proud. I'd be like, yeah, Seth Rogen hated on me.
Yeah.
Of all the people that talk smack about me, Seth Rogen did.
Man, I wasn't even mad. I was cracking up. I was hurt though because he said.
What did he say?
He said 2013 is the year that you you hit your peak or some shit.
Oh, dude, he really? Like, oh, why did he do it? He did all that to you?
Yeah.
You asked him what his favorite?
His favorite scene from Freaks and Geeks. And I still want to know.
I still want to know too.
Because he had them big old sideburns.
Listen, whichever one of us makes it first and gets to Seth Rogen's door,
man,
we'll ask. We'll say, hey, if it's me, I'll say, I had a friend. And you disrespected him. So before we go any further,
man, we got to get to the bottom of that.
Can we talk about Luke the 2K13 King, Seth?
I think he's making vases now, which is crazy.
Really? It's funny. Usually you go from vases to bongs.
Went to bongs to vases, man. Yeah. Crazy. I support it though. It's fire. He made some fire vases.
Oh, well, you do stuff like that, don't you?
Shit, I like to paint on anything. That's what I'm getting into more now is not just canvases, like just things around me that aren't really useful anymore.
And repurposing them. Didn't you do a telephone recently?
That thing might work. If it plugs in, it works though.
You don't even know. You're not sure.
I've never used it. I heard it still works.
It's a rotary phone, right? It's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big old stand-up phone.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Because you're making art out of something.
Yeah.
It's like reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah, and it was pure gold at first, like super. Well, not actual gold, but like gold plated and shit. Yeah. So it was fire, but I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna paint on it.
No, you stunned it on it.
Yeah.
You made it
Put a bunch of sparkles and shit on it.
You made it even better.
Yeah, that's fire.
Man, I don't know how you paint. How do you paint?
Bro,
every time I've thought about it, I thought I can draw, but I can't paint.
Start with the background. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah?
Yeah, because if you start with the shit in the foreground and you got to paint your background around it, that's the worst. I don't know. Other people might have a different way, but I start with the background, just build up into the foreground. Then I'll go back and like touch up everything, touch up the background. But I don't know. I used to be real particular about my paintings. Like the painting couldn't mix into each other. Or, like there couldn't be like this color splashing into that color on accident. Shit. Now, but sometimes I might leave it. Who knows, bro? So I'm just having fun with it. I'm not really I'm not thinking about it too much. Even though the realistic stuff that I've been getting into, I have been thinking about more because I got to figure it out. So,
yeah.
But I still like to have fun, so.
A lot of it, though, is like getting your technique down to the point where you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, collages are a good thing to start with, too. Collages. Because collages aren't necessarily just painting. Like
you mean like taking pieces of other media and kind of making it into its own?
Yeah.
Because we did that in art class. I remember that, where you cut out a bunch of pieces of like newspaper and make something out of it.
I still could do collages to this day. It's good for like if you're stuck and you're trying to get inspiration. Yeah, collages will. I don't know, something about them, bro. That shit is still fun.
Well, and it's like it's cool because it's like multimedia almost, and you're taking pieces of something and making something else out of it.
Yeah, and you gotta go find all that shit. So
yeah,
like I'll go to the bookstore, look through hella books and stuff, look through newspapers, magazines. So you're just getting that whole time you're trying to find stuff, but you're just getting more inspiration too. So I don't know. That's just one of the things I do. It works, bro.
I wish I could paint. Like, I wish I could. And I'm probably just talking shit about myself. I probably could figure it out. Yeah.
You just gotta have fun with it, bro.
I think you're right. I need to start with the background.
Yeah.
I need to start with the background.
It's easy, too. A background's easy to do. Then you gotta think about what you're gonna put in front of everything, so.
I have, like, a painting of South Park characters that I did in high school. It's not bad. But that's like the thing. I started with lines. That's cheating. I did the lines on the canvas.
Oh, no, I do that too sometimes.
That's okay?
Yeah.
That's allowed?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then maybe I can paint.
I'll freehand some stuff, but some stuff you gotta draw on first, bro.
I thought that was cheating. I thought in the painting community they went, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Go make your lines and then erase it, but you still got your lines there.
Oh.
Then you can fill it in. Yeah, I guess it's cheating, but fuck it.
It doesn't matter if they say it's cheating.
Yeah.
They're wrong. They don't know us. We can cheat if we want. Because as long as I cover up them lines, they won't even know.
They won't even know.
They won't even know.
I'm snitching on myself right now. I don't even care.
They did line art on Mona Lisa, if you ask me.
Probably.
They did.
Lisa, man.
Ain't nobody proving it.
I like all the flips they do on the Mona Lisa still, too.
Oh, yeah, because people still be doing that.
Have Mona Lisa holding a big-ass gun or something.
Yeah, well, there was this really cool piece of art I saw at the Detroit Institute of Art, the DIA. And it was, I wish I knew the artist that did it. And I had the picture on my phone because it's like one of the only ones I took a picture of. But it's a dude on a horse. But he's like,
I've seen that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about? But he's like, one of us.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't like, he's not like a general. He's just a homie.
Yeah.
It's like a homie on a horse.
No, yeah, it's like
but
super.
It's painted so well. And it looks like an actual like painting from that time.
Yeah.
So he got like the style down so well that it works as a piece of art.
Super luxurious and shit.
Yeah.
But did the dude have a sword? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think he did.
I can go back.
But that piece of art it reminds me of like what you're saying. It's like taking in because that's what that guy did. He would take old pieces and he would flip them into modern pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like
inspiration. Man.
Yeah, and it also like. Within that, it's like you're seeing a modernization of an older piece of art. Like it speaks to itself. Like how different everything is nowadays.
Right.
The way that we
that shit is
convey
cool,
a message.
Man.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
I love art in general.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything that inspires me and gets my heart moving, it is genuine artistic expression.
Man.
You know, because I can look at I can talk and we can do all that all day, but when it comes to like what really inspires me and makes me like feel something, it's when I see someone expressing through a medium in a way that like I don't see it's not happening anywhere. Like it's truly them, you know?
Yeah,
it's hard to translate.
Yeah.
It's hard to like make it's hard to make something that's that transcendent, I should say. And I think when I see people do it, it means a lot. Or even when their art is building that mountain, like you. Yeah. I would say that your art is creating such an empire upon itself by being what it is.
Right.
And you're one of the few people I see that I think truly understands the aspect of the way you convey your brand to the public.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people who are really good at what they do, but the way that their energy comes out isn't necessarily in line with everything else. And I think someone like you really are really good at just being yourself all the time. Yeah, and so nobody's ever going to question like whether or not Luke is being Luke. Right. Because you're just Luke.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no reason to fake this shit.
Yeah, and it just comes out organically that way, though. You're not overthinking it. Right. You know, if you were overthinking it, it wouldn't be taking all bets.
No, I wouldn't.
And I think a lot of people just get caught in that. They get caught in this loop.
Yeah,
of like,
a lot of people think like I've had some people that thought I was lying about a lot of shit that I do, but keeping it real.
Like what do you think you're lying about?
It's like my energy or something, man. Like it's a front or something. But
that's the problem though, is like people will misinterpret what you're doing, and then they will validate their misinterpretation with other things that you do. Yeah. And they'll just like connect all these dots.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's like,
bro,
you aren't me.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I still fuck up and like have my moments and all that. You just gotta get back to your zone, that's all.
Yeah. It's all communication in the end, I think. Yeah. Like with these interactions with people, because a lot of the time, that's why I hate social media. If I talk to you on a podcast for 2 hours and I say something, odds are we talked about it for a minute or something, or I can explain it. Whereas like, it's just so much easier to understand what we're trying to do. You can feel our energy. Whereas if we're just texting or we're just like on Facebook commenting, it's so much harder to like understand the energy that's being tossed back and forth.
Yeah, like a lot of the shit I do on social media, I'm usually just joking around, like, or I'm being serious.
That's what I respect about it, is that you're just having fun though.
Yeah.
Like you're not going on there like, man, screw everybody who ain't taking all bets. Y'all ain't know me.
That would be terrible.
It'd be out of line with everything else you post. Right. Because everything else you post is just like general positivity. Yeah. It's just like, you know, having fun. Or it's like when you go on live and you're just chasing around some ducks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man.
I respect that energy, because so many people would overthink it and they would just be like, no, I can't post this. Yeah. I can't do all this because then people might think this. Yeah. It's like, who cares? Just be yourself.
Who gives a shit, man?
And being yourself makes you stick out.
Yeah, and then people want to figure out what you're doing and learn from it. Because people that stick out, you can learn from usually, I think. Like, if you have a sit down with them or you just watch how they move and you're interested in them, you might learn something from them. And then you can go and put that in your daily life. Use it in your life, and then that shit might help you, and I don't know, it might take you somewhere else.
Well, a good way to approach any conversation is to assume that the other person knows something you don't know.
Yeah.
So no matter what, even if I completely disagree with what you're saying, it's still possible that you might know something I don't know. Yeah. And I can still learn from that.
I used to think I had shit figured out, but...
Yeah. Oh, ain't nobody got anything figured out.
It don't matter how old. You always learn some shit.
It's like, I think that's like the greatest fallacy you learn growing up, is you, as a kid, you think your parents know everything. And if anybody knows, it's these adults in the room. Like, if anybody knows what all this is about, it's these adults. And then you become an adult. And you go, they are just like me. Yeah. Like, we don't know anything.
We're all clueless.
They just pretended like they knew because I was the kid. Yeah. Like, that was what was going on.
Crazy.
So I think, like, I think a big thing is, like, you just have to learn to, like, just move. Just always move and, like, be yourself and not question it too much.
Right.
Not overthink it too much.
That's facts.
Yeah, and it's kind of the meditation thing. Yeah. It's like when you meditate, you stop overthinking and you just be.
Yeah, it's like, how could you not get in touch with yourself at that point, man?
Yeah.
You're figure it out at that point, because, I don't know, it's like, after I meditate, then you might be able to go back to what you were thinking about before the meditation. You might have a whole new thought process about it. Like, you might process the shit differently, and you might not be mad at it no more. Like, you might use it as a lesson or something. So
exactly, yeah. I think meditation is very similar to psychedelic experiences in the way that it can allow you to reflect upon your own nature. I think psychedelic experiences get more to the heart of it. But that's not for everybody. So I would say that meditation is the next thing in line.
That's like what I was saying the first time I meditated. I thought I was tripping at the end of it. Like, really tripping. Because I didn't say nothing. And my homie was like, yo, I feel like I'm tripping. I was like, me too. Like, what the fuck is this?
That's what the breathing thing does for me. It puts me in a state where I, like, almost feel like
I'm not
like,
what I was beforehand.
Yeah.
Like I just went from here to there. I went through a trip and now I'm there. Like it's weird how that works.
Yeah,
but it's like your body.
You can do it.
You get so numb all the time. I think that's what it is. It's like you get numb and you forget that you're a human, and it's just natural.
Yeah.
But like you have to mediate. You have to go back to
For real.
square one.
Or else you will be fucked.
You will be. You will be. You'll be walking around here thinking you got it figured out.
Yeah.
You don't.
Hell no.
And as soon as you meditate, you realize like, oh.
Like, I'm tripping for no reason,
I'm tripping
bro.
for no reason half the time. Like, what's going on?
No, just take it all in, man. It's life.
Yeah, and even the people who are hearing this and they think, oh, these guys have issues. They need to meditate, but I don't. No. You gotta meditate too. Don't think you're special.
And it's fun, bro.
And it's fun.
It's not even a bad time.
The thing that's really cool is afterwards when you feel better and you're like, whoa.
For real.
And the other thing is don't expect immediate results.
No.
If you're meditating and you aren't like feeling different the next hour, then you have to do it for a week and then you'll start to feel. And I'm being real, like that sounds like a lot, but it's like it's something about the way you treat yourself and the consistency of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I meditate and I consistently do this, the breathing thing especially, because that's literally, it's balancing your body. You can't just do it once. It'll work once, but the long-term effects are like over a month or whatever. And it really matters. I mean, think about it. If it's like, it's your immune system is what it really is with the breathing. Because what happens is your immune system gets out of balance, and then that starts to play into your mental health because now your body's fighting with itself all the time. Like if you're somebody that gets sick a lot, or if you're somebody who like is really sensitive to the cold, you probably are a lot more stressed out than the next guy who doesn't have those problems. Right. And it's just because you need to address those things before you try to do everything else.
Right. And if your body has like, how many systems do we have? Like 6 or something?
Yeah, the nervous system's important when it comes to your brain. What are the other ones? Like the optic? The central? No, that's the nervous still. Man, you got me thinking now. I don't even know. I think the nervous system's the only one I know.
I don't know none of that. I just know we got mad systems.
Immune.
And they got to get taken care of.
Is the immune the nervous system? God, dude, I'm probably just listing the immune.
I don't even know.
But listen, guys, it's important. We don't know, but it's important, okay?
It is. Go figure this shit out, man. I don't know.
We're gonna Google it afterwards, like responsible citizens,
and
we'll figure it out.
Because you got me thinking, bro. Damn.
I can tell you the food groups, I think.
I don't even know those.
I don't even know those. I don't know.
I thought you were about to name them all. Like this guy.
I mean, there's like meat.
Yeah.
There's like
bread or some shit.
Bread or some shit. And then there's.
No, I don't know.
I don't think protein's one of them. I don't know what's on the food chart. I think that's just in there.
Yeah, it's mixed.
I don't know how it works. Fruits and vegetables. Man.
Fire.
We should stop while we're ahead. We're just like all that smart stuff we said, and now we do this, and then they're like, "Oh, we shouldn't trust these guys. We shouldn't trust these guys. They don't know anything."
I don't, y'all. I don't know nothing.
And that's important too. Is humility. Because I don't know nothing, but I'll still make some cool stuff for you.
Yeah.
I'll still make the coolest stuff you've ever seen.
And I'm trying to figure out.
But I don't know nothing.
But yeah. I'm just going with this all, man.
Yeah. I think life is a constant battle with an ego. It's a constant battle with yourself and a constant state of trying to find that middle ground. And you can try to get there through meditation. You can try to get there through, whatever you enjoy, be that music or video games. I think that, or reading, that's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that, a lot of the time, because for me, this is like my experience. I find that when I get to that middle ground, when I finally get there and everything feels perfect in me, I feel like I'm good. Something happens where everything just opens up. Like it's so weird. Like as soon as you get there, it's like, oh, that was the core of all of these issues in my brain that I was like placing in my head. It all starts with not being like in your center, not aligning your chakras, whatever you want to call it. Man. It's like if that's not happening, you are gonna have so much trouble just with your general like thought process.
You are.
Because you can't think straight.
Especially if you don't even know about none of this stuff, man. I feel like if you don't even know that you can do these things, and you're just trying to figure it out in your mind the whole time, bro, you'll go crazy.
Oh, that's why I like try to say it in a way where people who might be turned off by the idea can understand the actual value within it. I try to explain like, no, listen, this is what it actually does in your body.
Yeah, like it really helps.
Yeah, because people hear it and they think it's this spiritual like hearsay. They think it's just people making stuff up, and or placebo. But even if it's a placebo, wouldn't you rather just tell yourself to feel better and feel better than to have to like rely on something else?
Right. That's what I'm getting at. So
even if it's not real, even if it's all in your head, isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Isn't that the point? It should all be in your head, and you should be able to stop whatever this influx of whatever it is. Because as soon as that happens, you start making the dopest freaking moves you ever made. You start becoming a real G, a real player. You start walking out there with your strut like Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3 doing that dance. You become Tobey Maguire, evil black Spider-Man, that syndicate, symbiote, whatever.
Fucking Venom?
Venom boy. Yeah. You get there, you come out like that. That's what happens.
Tight. I like Venom.
I like Venom. I forget, did you know that the guy who plays him in Spider-Man 3 is the guy from that 70s show? It's Eric from that 70s show.
Eric. I never really watched. Is that to do with the afro in the 70s show?
No, that's his red son. He said, he's gonna put his foot up Eric's ass all the time.
I have to go back and look at it, man.
But I
did not know that.
That's why it blew my mind, because like I've not seen that guy in very many other things except that one movie where he had that party, and that other movie where it was the one we were talking about.
That's crazy, because I saw Wilder Valderrama hosted Yo Mama, which is crazy.
What'd you say?
The dude from that 70s show, what's his name in the 70s show?
Ashton Kutcher?
Nah.
The Afro boy? Fez.
He hosted Yo Mama. Yeah,
oh, yeah. Fez.
Damn. I saw him before everybody else.
Fez is a cool guy.
Yeah.
Fez, he's probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
He's probably great. He is great. I haven't seen that 70s show in a while. I watched like the first 4 seasons and then I stopped. Like a loser.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, though, that's my problem. That's why I watch Star Wars. Because if I watch something and I know where it might be headed, I get scared. And I know that 70s show, they lost freaking Eric and Ashton Kutcher towards the end. So they switched their characters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't want to know that, do you?
No. I barely watched that 70s show. I'm going to go back.
Just because, like, it's a good show, but if I care too much, I'll watch it and I'll be like, oh, I gotta see how this ends.
Yeah.
And then it'll get worse throughout, and I'll be like, oh, fuck. I better finish this though.
Yeah, exactly.
or else I'll always
That's my
wonder.
problem. I gotta finish whatever show I start.
I've heard advice though. If you know something gets bad, stop. Just stop, and then let your imagination finish it for you, and just don't let it get ruined.
Right.
Don't let it get ruined.
All right.
If you know it's bad, like if you watch Game of Thrones, if you ever start Game of Thrones, don't watch the last 3 seasons. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop 3 seasons before the end and just go, you know what? I'm good.
I never watched that one either.
I watched it in a week, and that show, like, and that's crazy. Those are crazy numbers. I binged it. But like, it was such a strange experience because of the first 4 days, we're like, whoa, this is the best thing ever. In the last 3 days, I like wanted to die. I was like, why did I waste the first beginning of my week starting this?
It's like
because I hate it now.
Breaking Bad.
You don't think Breaking Bad ended well?
No. I thought they were gonna bring it back. That ending, I was like, they could definitely bring this shit back.
I love the ending of Breaking Bad.
Because I didn't think I didn't think that dude died though.
Oh no, he died. He fell over.
He get fucked up.
He fell over.
But he was like, I thought he was smiling and like just looking up and like I'm like,
no, he was at peace because he was dying.
Oh,
that's what it was. He was trying to die. And remember, then Walt comes up to him. He's trying to fucking say stupid shit.
And he leaves.
And he says to him, "Can you just let me die in peace? Like, can you shut the fuck up and just let me die?" Like that's what he says to him.
Oh wait,
are we talking about the same guy?
No, I don't think so.
Wait. Or are you talking about?
You just said Walt comes up to him. I'm talking about.
Are you talking about when the Nazis were with the person and he was looking at the sky and there were birds? Or are you talking about when somebody got shot and they ran to the water after they got shot? Are you talking about another person?
I think old dude.
Oh, you're talking about old dude who at the very end gets hurt and then he's thinking, oh, damn, and you're thinking, really? And
yeah.
Here's the thing.
and whatever, this isn't even a spoiler. I'll say it because everybody should already know.
Yeah, it's an old ass show.
Well, not even that. Walt dies.
Yeah.
Like, Walt had cancer from the start.
True.
So that's kind of the thing for me is like he kind of had to die, right?
Yeah.
'Cause he either he never gets what's coming to him. He was a terrible guy the whole show.
He was fucking shit up.
Or he at least like died. And what's crazy about the way they did it is he gets some form of retribution at the very end. Like after everything he did wrong, at least there's one closing thing. A lot of people thought the last episode was like a dream sequence. Like there's no way that would even be possible.
That and I was thinking they could bring it back with Jesse.
Well, did you see El Camino on Netflix?
No, I seen Better Call Saul.
Oh, dude, El Camino is what it is it's what is it? It's the sequel to Breaking Bad. It takes place after the end of Breaking Bad when Yeah.
Because Better Call Saul, I think, was before Breaking Bad.
Yup. And that's why El Camino was such a big deal, because it's immediately following the events of Breaking Bad when Jesse is driving.
What? I gotta go see that.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
And it's directed by Vince Gilligan himself, the man who, like, designed Breaking Bad. And it's like, a lot of people like were a little bit critical of it, but in terms of like bringing back that universe, like Better Call Saul and that movie are like the best prequels I've ever seen when it comes to
movie?
Or El Camino. It's partially a prequel. It's a movie, yeah, but there's like the stuff that happens after. It shows you a little bit of stuff that happened when he was like during the show. Yeah. There's a couple throwbacks. Oh, dude, it's so
That's
good.
Crazy.
But it's funny because it's what you're saying. They did do something with Jesse
following
the show.
That's all I wanted.
That's all he wanted. And you get to find out. You get to find out because that's what everybody was asking. What happens to Jesse after the end of Breaking Bad?
I might go watch that tonight.
And now you get to find out the official answer, not some like random dude on the internet's answer that he thinks what happened. Because like I was thinking that when the show ended, it's like, yeah, that's a cool ending. But that's the only open end that Breaking Bad really had. Yeah. Is it left that loose. Like, where does Jesse Pinkman go?
Yeah, Jesse's my other, he was like my second favorite character in that movie.
He's my favorite, I think. Walt is such a good character, but Jesse is like, he's such a good person for the audience to connect with. Because at first, you're supposed to be caring about Walt, but you see Jesse get better throughout the whole show. And then you just see him get stomped on at the end so much, and it hurts your soul.
Man,
that show's my favorite show of all time.
Mine too.
It's my favorite show of all time.
A couple others, but that's up there for sure.
I mean, I've gotten into a few others, but I think Breaking Bad kind of set the bar for like what you can do with television.
Yeah, for real.
Because like there's just so much quality work and like storytelling that goes into it. They never drag it out. They never make you feel like, why am I watching this?
That's like the only show that I really binge watched, like nonstop every day.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know about it till every season was on Netflix, which I'm happy because I would not be able to fucking wait every week for a new episode.
Yeah. It'd be too hard.
Man, I'd probably forget some shit, but I was just going through it every day for like 3 days straight.
You just keep going?
Yeah, don't stop. Stay up.
See, there's something about that show. I think it's like, they made it that way. The first show that ever really did that so well was Twin Peaks. They were the first show that did like a serial storytelling like that, where it's like you want to go and talk to your homies about that last episode of Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Because Breaking Bad, every single episode, and dude, you didn't watch it live, did you?
Live? No.
Yeah, because like that last season, I watched live. So like the last 8 episodes, that was the wait between each episode was so like, remember when that one episode ended in the shootout with the Nazis?
Yeah.
Can you imagine waiting a week to see what happens next? Because that's what I did. I saw that happen and I went, oh my God. And you just don't get to know. And that was like the last like time that TV really got me. Like Better Call Saul is really good, but Breaking Bad, like that is some of the best television I've ever seen.
I wasn't really fucking with Better Call Saul, but I don't know why. It's just like,
it's different. It ain't the same show.
Yeah, because I was expecting something different, I guess. I was expecting it to be
You were expecting like a little bit more, something like Breaking Bad, you think?
It was like more relaxed.
Well, if you watch it now, though, they're getting more and more.
Is Better Call Saul still going?
Yeah. They're doing just as many episodes as Breaking Bad is how they're closing it out.
Oh, okay.
But the reason you got to watch it now is because they're getting to Breaking Bad territory They're getting to where Breaking Bad took place.
Okay.
And so you're starting to see all of the things add up to like Saul's becoming Saul. And it's not really a spoiler because he's in all the advertising campaigns, but Gus is in the show now.
Yeah.
So you got Gus and Mike, and you see how they met, and like all this stuff. Like it, at first, it feels like it's so disconnected from Breaking Bad, but more and more and more, it becomes what Breaking Bad is.
Yeah.
Because Saul falls into that life of crime, just like Walter White. And that's what's so crazy is like, how the frick do they even make a whole story and like another main character out of that? Because I think the story of Walter White and like that transformation is one of the best. Like, it's not static. Like the whole show, you watch him change.
Yeah.
And Bryan Cranston nails it so well. Like, you want to hate him. And if you look at the way people talk about that show, people will still make excuses for the stuff Walt does at the end of the show. And even Vince Gilligan will tell you, like, no, he is an asshole.
Yeah,
like, I hate that guy. Like, that's what Vince Gilligan, the writer of the show, he says, I liked Walt at the beginning, but then I realized I hate him. Like, but people become so connected with him as a character.
I did.
Me too. At the end of the show, I didn't want anything to happen to him.
I was sad.
But then when that happened with Mike, and when that happened with Jesse, I started hating them. Yeah. I started hating them then. I know we said enough spoilers, so I'll just keep going. But he said when he said I watched Jane die.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That was the most depressing hour of television I've ever experienced.
Fuck Jesse up.
I actually, like, after I watched that, I felt bad. Like because that's the same episode when they killed Andrea. And Jesse's like screaming in the car. Dude, the amount of shit they put that guy through.
Crazy.
Just for being good at what he did. Just for knowing what he's doing.
Man.
Like, if you ever meet a Walter White in real life, get away.
I'm about to say, run away from it.
Get away.
Walter White is a real person. He's still alive.
He is, but is he like... He's not that.
No. It can't be.
No. It's just like... I don't know, man. I
hope he ain't like that.
I hope he ain't like that. Does he make meth? Does he actually make meth?
I think he did before he got locked up.
That's why we can talk about it. That's why he told on himself.
Yeah.
Because he got caught. Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't know.
No, he'd still be out here. Walter White ended up.
The real Heisenberg.
Yeah.
Heisenberg.
I forgot that was his nickname. That's a fire nickname.
It is. I should have just made my rap name that. Should have just stolen it. I'm sure it's already been done. It's not original. What would your rap name be?
Mine? Shit. Something
Thoroughbred
weird.
Luke?
It has to be something weird. No, something nobody would even know. Like, I can't even say it because if I end up rapping.
Oh, they'd steal it. Yeah. They'd steal it.
No, not even that. I don't want them to know who I am.
Oh, you don't want them to know?
I want to be a secret ass
Dude,
rapper.
You know what we should do is I can help you. You can come through and we'll have your first secret feature. I won't tell anybody it was you. Like, who was that?
Yeah, we should do some of my voice.
Yeah,
bro, I don't care.
Who was that? And I'll be like, I don't know. I just hit him up on the gram.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
All right, and whoever heard that, they won't know what song it is.
Me.
They'll never know. It's not him. It's not me. Look on him. It wasn't me.
Yeah, that song is fire.
That is a good song. That's a classic. This is something I've observed. There is no music like the music in the mid-thousands. Nothing.
It was fire, wasn't it?
It was, and there's nothing comparable. Like when you hear music like that back then, it's got this like swag to it. It kind of sounds trashy, but not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the music from the mid-thousands kind of had this different sound where we just didn't really give a fuck.
I was about to say everybody was doing their own thing.
Yeah, like Lil Wayne was in his prime. He kind of defined hip hop back then. Lil Jon, yeah.
Lil Jon, yeah. Come on now.
That's classic.
Going crazy.
Okay,
man.
And that guy, he knew what he was. And, like, you just don't get personalities like that anymore. It ain't fun like that. I mean, I guess we do. I guess we got, who's that guy really? Riff Raff. We got Riff Raff. Riff Raff is awesome.
Yeah.
Because Riff Raff will, like, walk up and he'll be like, I just sank the purple alligator inside the Lambo.
Yeah, he said some outrageous shit.
Like, what are you saying?
But you got to think about it after he said it, like, damn, I guess that's possible, maybe.
Yeah,
Only the
no,
life
dude.
of Riff.
He'll say some crazy he'll say a catchphrase that just comes off the top of his head. He'd be like, "Oh, I was getting in a fight. I dropped a macaroni elbow on him." What are you talking about?
All right.
He just makes up phrases,
He really does.
he just rolls it right out. His freestyles are golden because he is not trying, but he is trying, so it's amazing.
And he's still saying some outrageous shit.
Yeah, because he's doing exactly that. I wish I could pull some Riff Raff quotes off the top of my head. Third person I want on the podcast, Riff Raff. If I can talk to Riff Raff, and I feel like he's the most likely of the three I've listed. I think Riff Raff would be the most likely to do it. I think Tommy Wiseau wouldn't. I think Adam Sandler wouldn't. I think Riff Raff, maybe.
Just might. Adam Sandler, he might. Shit.
He might, but I'd have to probably pay him. You want me to pay him?
Yeah, he just might.
Adam, if you'll do it on the love, I'll throw you like a song.
There you go.
I'll throw you a feature, Adam.
Make some beats for him.
We can do a song together. If you do my podcast, I will throw you a feature for free, Adam Sandler. So
there you go.
I mean, there's his incentive.
Yeah. So
now he wants to
now
do
he's
it.
thinking.
Now he's thinking like, oh damn, I could get him I could have him on my song.
Where's he from? Is he around Michigan? I don't know where he's from, bro.
Adam Sandler, I feel like he would be.
He seems like a Midwest type of dude.
He does. He seems like the type. He's such a bro, dude. Like I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
I always want to hang out with him because people are so critical, but it's like, dude, I can just tell he's cool.
Yeah.
He's probably just cool.
See, now we gotta know. Now we gotta know if he's cool or not.
Yeah, and that's how I know. I have to talk to him for a while. I want an hour with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
If I just get 5 minutes, it'd be like an interview. I wouldn't know. But if I get an hour, then we go. Now I know if you're cool.
All right.
I get to study. I get to study the Sandman. I get to see.
Yeah, he seems cool as fuck.
He does seem cool. Who are some other actors that seem cool?
Nah, let me think.
Actors that you'd want to hang out with. I'd want to meet Eric Andre. He's not an actor, but I would want to meet him.
Oh, he'd
probably troll me for like an hour. I'd get stressed out. Stop.
What actors?
I want to meet him. Seth Rogen, just so I could talk to him about your name.
Yeah.
Just so I could say.
Shit. Jamie Foxx.
Oh, he's always got some kind of like super smart thing to say. That's the thing about Jamie Foxx. It's like
he's full of great shit.
Yeah,
man.
like I feel like he would like open my mind if I talked to Jamie Foxx.
I just watched what movie was he in? That cartoon Soul on Disney Plus. Y'all gotta go see that.
He was in a cartoon?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Man, it's called Soul. It just came out like on Friday, but
really,
it's good as hell. It's like it came out on Disney Plus, but I feel like it's low key for adults. You feel me? Disney always does that. Like they'll make a movie, but it's like hella stuff that adults need to hear.
I see.
Yeah. That's
kind of like what I mean. That's there's always adult things hidden in there, but like that's the whole thing of the film, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, because it was more.
That's what good kids movies are. They got like the message hidden for the adults inside.
Yeah. My little brother's watching it, laughing and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm going over here just like going through it.
Deep as hell. Making me think and shit.
Really.
Yeah, man. I think. How do we get on that? What did we bring up right before that?
You said what actors we want to hang out with.
Oh, okay.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Let me think of who I would want to hang out with as an actor. Oh, because it's like not somebody who I think is like a good actor. Somebody who I want to chill with. You know, Jamie Foxx is a great answer.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. Matthew McConaughey. He's been doing a bunch of podcasts lately. Dude, he's like a cool guy.
Real?
He's a little weird, but he's a cool guy.
What's he in? Shit.
Oh, a bunch of things.
I know that name, but I don't know what he's in.
Matthew McConaughey, he was in he's in Wolf of Wall Street in that one scene.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the face.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
There's he's in so much. I can't believe I don't have like a big old list.
I fuck with who's the dude from Dodgeball?
Jonah Hill. Or Brad Pitt.
No.
Brad Pitt's the other one.
All of them, but,
Dodgeball.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
I wonder what he would actually be like though, because he seems like he might just be like he might be a little antisocial in person. Like if you actually talk to him.
I heard Tom Cruise is weird, man.
Oh,
him on here.
I want to meet Tom Cruise. I want to meet Tom Cruise bad.
I want to meet him so I can ask him about like Scientology.
You don't want to ask about that. You don't want to say a word about that. You say that and he'll destroy your life.
That's what I heard. That's why I want to ask him.
Dude, no, but I'm saying he'll send agents to like ruin your life.
What do they
I
call
bet you they really will do it because the stories I've heard about Scientology, like I bet even saying this would get me on a list where I couldn't talk to Tom Cruise.
Probably.
Like what we're saying right now.
Probably Little Hunter's watching everything.
Yeah. If I ever got on, like in a position where I could talk to him, they'd probably go back through all my catalog and find out I said this one thing about Scientology because they're that crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't bring it up because like Tom Cruise, he is super interesting, but like he gives me vibes where like, oh dude, like you are capable of evil.
Straight creep mode.
Yeah, like something about them, like those what do you call them? Norman Bates eyes. You know Norman Bates eyes.
Norman
like
Bates. That fucked up Willy Wonka for me.
Oh,
I don't even want to. There's some people that act so good that I don't even want to hang out with them. I just hated Norman Bates, bro. He was a weirdo. That shit ruined his character for me.
He's just too good.
Yeah, he was a good ass actor, but man, that ruined it.
What movie are you talking about?
He played Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So like after I saw him be a straight weirdo around his mom and stuff on Norman Bates, I just couldn't watch nothing else with him.
That's the same guy?
Yeah, he's the kid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He played Charlie.
No way. That's Charlie in the Bates Motel show?
Yeah, he plays Norman Bates.
So he's a straight creeper, and now when you go back and you watch Willy Wonka, you're like, oh, this guy's gonna grow up and be a murderer.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's those eyes, dude. It's that like it's like that antisocial white boy shit. That's what it is. You see it in the eyes and you get scared. You're like, you could kill me. You didn't. Tom Cruise, he's like manic. He's manic. Ever since he jumped on a couch on Oprah, nobody's trusted that man.
Exactly. I don't trust him at all.
Before that, nobody trusted him, and then he got on Oprah and jumped on the couch and went crazy.
It showed you not to trust him.
I bet these people are a little crazy to start, but then you get in Hollywood. Yeah. And you've been in LA. You know what it looks like over there.
People out there. Yeah.
And I bet it just incentivizes all that. I bet they're like, yeah, go wild, go crazy. Yeah. And everything they do there is so like not regular. Like it's just not down to earth that I think it throws off your brain and you do kind of become like a Tom Cruise or somebody like that where you weren't beforehand. You were kind of a more genuine person, but then all this crazy like tabloid drama and all this like he had all this stuff about like what was it? He was dating this girl and there was all that drama around her in the mid-thousands and him being in Scientology was a big deal back then. Yeah. People used to like freak out about everything Tom Cruise did. Now everybody just looks at him and they don't really care, but he used to be like a weirdo. Yeah, exactly, man. Everybody just kind of forgot how weird Tom Cruise really is.
Yeah, we got to remember that.
Now he just goes out and does like a speech about like he freaks out at a set and everybody's cool with it because it's anti-Rona. But meanwhile, I'm going, no, that's classic Tom Cruise, guys. Like, he's just going wild. He's going buck wild.
Always has.
He always has. He would have done that Rona or not. He just wanted to yell.
Exactly. He did.
He just needed to yell.
I'll fuck with him for that reason because he does whatever he wants.
Yeah. Oh, another actor that did that same kind of freak out is a great actor, and I would love to meet him, but I just have no clue how he would actually be because I feel like he's just such a introvert. Is who's the guy? He was on The Machinist. Christian Bale. Christian Bale. He had the same kind of freak out like years and years ago, but he's a really good actor. He's a really interesting guy. But at the same time, like...
Who did Christian Bale play? Batman?
Batman.
I was about to say.
But he's that guy who went through all those crazy weight loss transformations with his roles. Like, he gained weight for Batman. He lost weight for another movie. He gained weight for Batman. He lost weight for another movie. He gained weight for Batman. Like, that's what he did.
I can't do it.
He did that year after year. Bro, I'm stuck at 130.
Yeah, you're going to have to take me like this. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Like, I'm sorry. Find me a different casting couch then. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. Like, I'm not about to be doing that. I might put on some weight, like try to get in the gym.
I can get fat.
Yeah. I can get fat or get like in shape, but I'm not about to be losing weight for a role or something.
I actually can't get fat. If I could get fat, because I've been making this joke for years, one of my goals is to gain weight and get fat. Like, I'm going to do it one of these days. I will be a fat boy, and everybody will look at me and they'll be like, yeah, he's chubby.
Yeah, I finally hit 150. And
I bet that's an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
You look down, you're like, woo! Okay. I'm a big boy.
I got the dad bod going, yeah. I'm trying to hit 170 next.
I think what it is, I just need to like work out more. You gotta like retain that body weight.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going for 170. That's the goal.
170, yeah.
That's the goal. What happens then? We're like, all right, let's stop.
Probably hit a new fucking like peak in life.
You guys don't understand. Luke's gonna be a freaking beefy boy in a year from now. You guys don't understand.
Become like a pilot or something.
Yeah. He's gonna be the same height, but like 50 more pounds of muscle.
Straight muscle. And then I might lose it in like my 30s and just get heavy set and don't give a fuck.
And it'll build character.
Yeah. That's all it's gonna do.
You know what's funny? I heard this observation though. No funny comedian is buff and attractive. If you are, you're an anomaly.
Right.
Like, most of them are just, like, mediocre looking. Like, they're okay looking. Because, like, you have to be kind of ugly to be funny. You have to be. If you grew up being hot, it's so much harder for you to be funny. Man. So I think, I don't think we can get too, like, if we got too buff, we got too good looking, we'd probably lose our spark.
Yeah, right.
You know
just might.
We got to hold on to this. We got to stay ugly. We got to stay fat.
Exactly.
Skinny, whatever it is. We can't get too fit, or else we'll lose it.
You're right. Never mind.
Never mind. Forget it. I'm staying just like this. And that's easier anyway. Right?
Yeah.
We'll just keep meditating. That'll solve all our problems.
Right.
We don't need to work.
I swear, bro.
We don't got to do anything else.
I've been trying to get in the gym, but I don't even know if they're open. So.
Well, I'm lying. I'm kidding to an extent. I think working out is also a big part of mental health.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But, you know, it all starts, I think it starts with your baseline. I think I've noticed, though, like, when I get myself moving, that calms my thoughts as well. Like, if I just go for a walk.
Yeah.
I
love walking.
I love fresh air.
Yeah.
That's what I love. I love going outside and going.
I low-key, like, I worked at Rollhaven for a minute, and I learned that roller skating's better than walking for you. So, shit, I'll go roller skating. I don't care.
Really?
It's, like, better on your feet and your joints down there and, like, your ankle and everything. So, I don't know. And it burns more calories, too, because you're, like, flying and skating your ass off. Like, going 50 miles per hour. So,
you burn a bunch of calories doing that.
Yeah.
You get buff. Man, I bet so. Actually, now you mention it, it's like riding a bike, except you're pushing the whole time with your feet. You kind of, like, have to perpetuate that motion.
Yeah.
Damn, bruh.
Yeah.
Go roller skating. We're just giving people a bunch of advice. This whole time, we probably told people like 10 different things to go do.
A lot of the homies hate on roller skating, bro.
They don't understand that you can go to the skate park and freaking grind on them roller blades and blow some minds.
Or just go to Rollhaven. They got an arcade in that bitch and laser tag. Shout out to Rollhaven.
They got laser tag,
baby. You can throw
your
birthday in that bitch if you want.
Throw your birthday in that bitch. Here, go ahead. I'll supply the Rona tests. We'll go play laser tag, okay? Exactly. I don't even care. Let's do it.
I don't even care if you got the Rona.
I don't care. Like, just play laser tag with me, bro. I'm just saying that so you'll play.
You're on the enemy side. That's all. You're on the ops team.
I just want you to play. And if you're on the ops team, we ain't even getting close. I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Exactly.
Just chill out. Man, I miss laser tag. I played it like 1 or 2 times in my life.
I played it like a million. Even when I worked there, I was playing.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah,
you were in it.
I was in it.
You were like, you guys want me to play?
Right.
Can I play?
Man, I hate it when I had to just watch them play. Just
if I got paid for that, you got paid to do that.
Yeah, I hosted birthday parties, DJ'd for a minute, but I was trash at the DJ shit.
DJ Luke Benson.
Because you got to be cool with the kids, man. I was more like playing grown-up adult music, but I was just going off the request. Like, some kids wanted to hear Chief Keef and fucking Jay-Z.
I thought that was fire. I remember when they would play cool music at Roller Haven. Yeah. And then they would, like, go and play, like, freaking the newest Katy Perry song. And I'd be like, oh, because, like, I was just vibing.
That's what they want you to do. But I played, like, straight what I want to hear. And, like, if a kid requests it, I'm like, yep.
Well, this is, like, the problem with high school proms. It's like they hire the guy that they think is good. When really, they need the guy who's going to play, like, the freaking, he's going to turn up.
Somebody got to fix that, because all the proms, I only been to a couple dances, but, bro, they were booty.
They're booty. They're like, you think you're having a good time, and then all of a sudden they be like, 1 hop to the left. And you're like, is this all we're doing? Is this all we're doing here?
Is just shuffling?
Okay, we can do that 1 time.
Yeah.
But, like, come on.
When you bring it back, you rewind it.
When you Cupid shuffle twice... You've lost all my faith as a DJ. If you Cupid shuffle twice in a row, you're done.
You're done.
They usually do.
Pack your bags.
They'll do the one. What's that shit? The cha-cha slide. They'll do that. And they'll transition into Cupid shuffle.
Oh yeah, because they
on.
think everybody's participating, so we should keep going. No. You just wore us out.
Yeah.
You just wore us out.
That's
We want to
shit
chill.
to do, man.
Stop barking orders at us.
Yeah.
We're trying to dance.
Sure.
See, what always got me is they would play like I said, like the top 40. When like most of the time, like kids will listen to that, but like nah, they ain't gonna turn up to that at prom.
No.
They want 808s.
Yeah.
They want something cool.
They're trying to grind.
They're trying to grind. Like, literally, yeah. You might as well just play that sex music. Like,
Man,
come on.
That shit is wild. That shit was nasty. Now I think about it.
It's gross, dude. I thought it was weird as a kid.
Yeah, I'm like, why
I
are
was
you
there
all-
like,
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it, man. I don't know. It's something about.
What's
like,
gross about it to me is that you're literally like kids.
Yeah, it's
Like if you're adults at a party, okay, but like we're all 16 and we're just like
all the teachers are all like the chaperones and the teachers just looking at you
oh my
weird.
God, can you imagine how awkward that would be to be a teacher that you like spend your days with these people and you're just watching them like go ape on each other?
That shit, I would quit. I'm not teaching, bro.
Be like, now I know who you really are.
Yeah.
Like during class every day, I thought you were one thing, and then I just saw you like rubbing all over
Nasty.
5 different people in 2 minutes, and now I
Nasty.
realize you
Yeah,
are.
if you go to the dance single, you're just being nasty the whole time.
You're just flinging your sling all over the place. You're just seeing where it goes.
That's crazy shit.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's like the kid version of going to a party.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like the connection I'm making right now is like it really is just the kid version of like grinding at a party. Like, this is the same thing. It's just like we're trying to turn the prom into like friggin' a house party.
Man.
The only thing it's missing is like spiked punch. You know?
Spiked punch.
And you even
man.
got that at some proms. So
Right. Yeah, I know some kids would sneak in that bitch with some drinks, man.
And you know what? I mean, it's America.
Yeah. What can you do?
That's all I'll say about that. It's America, baby.
Right. I'm not even mad at you.
I'm not even.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm not making any character judgment off that. I'll just say, you're making your plays. You're
Right.
doing what you're doing,
Exactly.
and I see you.
Man.
So, I like to wrap my podcast up in a bow. I think we could keep going forever, but what I want to do here is I want to see how we can wrap this up. I want to see what we can do because I know that if I bring Luke Benson back in, he'll give me another amazing podcast, and we
Hey,
can do this
anytime.
time and time again.
Yes, sir.
Because you and I, my friend, we are masterminds. We just keep it moving.
Yeah.
And like
man.
I know I've praised you already, but I'll say it again. Because I really think if you're a creator and you're looking for people to look out for that kind of are expressive and they understand branding or at least putting themselves out there, I think you should look to people like Luke and look at the way he moves, look at his website, look at his art, look at his craft, and understand the way that he kind of uses these platforms. And it's concrete. He's making actual money off of these things. You can't hate on it. And you see it happening in real time. When you see something like that, that's real. When somebody comes up to me and they says, yo, bro, I'm the hardest rapper out here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. But that's not real. That's
Yeah.
not, you're just saying that. And the point I'm making is that look to people like Luke, Thoroughbred Luke, what is it? Luke the 2K13 King.
Yes, sir.
Look to this man, and you will see a plethora of work that just builds upon itself. You'll see people wearing taking all bet shirts that you didn't even know that they knew that you would be like, what the heck?
Yes,
That guy's
sir.
in the background of that picture that I saw, and he's wearing a taking all bet shirt. You don't realize how big this man's wings can extend. And that's the real thing, is people see one thing, they get an idea, they don't even realize the full picture. And so what you really got to do if you're a creator is you got to stop. You got to humble yourself, and you got to realize that there are examples out here of people that are putting in work, and you don't even have to take from them. You just have to show your version of that. And if you want to take from them, if you want to just look at them and understand the value in that, that is what I'm really advocating for. Because all it is seeing what's happening around you and appreciating it and being interpretive about what works in content creation because it is not waking up and being successful. And it never has been, and it never will be.
No. Nicely put. I like that.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it for real. You heard it from him, man.
I think that's how we wrap it up in a bow. I think that was a good one.
That's the one for sure.
So what I would like to do now is for you to tell the people where they can find you if they watch this whole thing. Shout out to you if you check the whole thing out.
Yeah, for
much
real.
love.
We got the rambling there, man.
Hey, yay.
But
they love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
What am I on Twitter? I think I'm Luke the 2K13 King, or you can look up Thoroughbred Luke, man. I'm both really. I'm on Instagram, Thoroughbred Luke. Twitter, I'm blocked. I'll be back soon. Whenever they unblock me. Same with Facebook. Just add Luke Benson, man. I'll add you. I only got like 1,000 friends on there right now. So fuck it. I'm adding whoever.
Let's make it 5,000.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it. I was almost there, but I had to make room for the real ones. So I had to make a new Facebook, but I'm blocked on there too. So I'll be unblocked from there about 8.
This man is a Facebook felon.
Yes, I'll be out of that bitch in like 8 days though. I'll be back with some new clothes.
Whoop whoop.
That's
facts.
That's pretty much everything. You could add me on Snapchat. I don't know what my name is on there though. Fucking probably one of those though. So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Yes, sir. And that's everything.
And that's everything.
Yeah, and the website, tabclothing.co.
Ooh, now that one's important. If you go on that website, you can find whatever merch he's got available. Mm-hmm. You can find, I don't know if you guys just heard me burp, but excuse me. You can find whatever merch he's got available. You can find his shirts, his hats, all that stuff. And you can straight up order right from there. He does shipping. He does all that.
Yeah.
100% pro. It's not out nobody's basement BS. This is real. This is quality merchandise from a quality creator.
Yeah, man. I don't know how to make this merch. I got people making the clothes, so I really am not even touching it. Besides that, ideas.
But the ideas, exactly. Yeah. It's still the creative energy, and you are going through the right people for it, because it's about who you go through and the connections you make. Because some mofos be out here saying, "Yeah, bro, I make you a shirt. I make you like 10 shirts for like 200."
And then your logo's falling off the shirt.
Yeah. No. And you're like, all right. So yeah. Quality merchandise, quality material, and all you gotta do is just go online and look up "Taking All Bets," baby.
Yeah, and Taking All Bets too, man.
Yeah,
it's on everything.
And man. You can go ahead and check out 60 Seconds with Taking All Bets. That's out there.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and if anything, people, I just hope you listen to this and it made you think, it made you inspired to go create or go heal or go anything.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, because if there's anything me and Luke love doing in this world, it is spreading good vibes. Facts. I just want to change the world in some sort of positive way. Because what I see is light, and I want you to see that too.
Fire.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Ruse Radio.
Bye.
Clocking out.